All right. How be everybody? Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. Kayan, who are you telling to go away? Me? I just got here. Leave me alone. What's up, Christian? How are you doing? There's a new survival horror game called Chronos: The New Dawn by Bloober Team, the same studio that did the Silent Hill 2 remake. They've done a bunch of things, but yeah, that's the most recent thing that Bloober's done. I have not heard of it though. Also, hey Michael, how's your week been? It's been fine. I've been having a hard time keeping up with sleep, so that's why Wednesday part 2 is still coming. I'm hoping to post episode 5 tomorrow. That way the finale will be on this coming Wednesday. But I haven't finished yet. I still haven't finished these last 4 episodes. I have 2 more to go. What's up, Traineer? How are you? What's up, Ryan? How are you? 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a wizard warrior. I cast manual breathing. Let's see. Loved your reaction to this week's Peacemaker, Alien Earth, One Piece, and Gravity Falls. Hell yeah. Gotta say, goddamn, Jennifer Holland in that first scene. Goddamn indeed. Yes. What's up, JC? Also, what is your theory on if that other Earth is actually toxic or not? Sounds like somebody didn't stay around in my video because I've talked about it. I'm putting you on blast, Hero's Journey. Well, I think the whole world's racist. I think that entire world is like, I don't know what led to it, what the trigger is, but quite clearly, that alternate reality does not have a lot of color in it. What's up, KN? Cat indeed. Whee! Happy Saturday, kitty. Welcome, Stairface. Just teasing you, Maggie. Misfortune of Foof again. What's up? What's up, Michael? How are you? Dirty Artist is here. Misfortune of Foof. Jazzy. What's up, my man Omni? Not too much, not too much. Did you know that I laughed at the new Hell of a Boss short? No. How could I possibly have known that? Well, it would have been a good guess, though. It would have been a good guess. I mean, I laughed. Sleep is for the weak, King. I don't have the energy to record, though. That's the problem. Like, whenever I'm exhausted, I cannot bring myself to hit that record button. What's up, Radical? How are you? Okay, so no Wednesday spoilers, right? No indeed. Evening from the UK, super excited for your Wednesday reactions. It was great fun, episode 6 especially. Dude, episode 6 has probably been my favorite episode of the show thus far. So many fun beats. So I was right about the Jarhead. Yes, I was. Sub 10K, Dana Terrace, the creator of Owl House, released the trailers of Knights of Guinevere. I know, I watched it. I think we talked about it last week. I don't think you were here last week, though. What's up, Bianca? My brother's friends just got here with new kitties. His name's Juniper and Saturn. What's your cat's name? Well, this one's Millie. This one is Millie. She was following me around the house and then was crying at the door wanting in. She's been desperate for my attention, so I let her in. But I mean, she's one of 15, so what? So how did you come up with your name? Final Fantasy VII. Cloud's final move, his ultimate move, is Omni Slash. That then became my gamer tag for a long time. And then I just started adding Omni to other things that I liked. So then like I had a bunch of other gamer tags kind of themed around that. And then when I made my channel, I just kind of did the same thing, except we do reactions and stuff. So I was like, okay, well, what are we doing now? Omni Media. We're covering media of all kinds. So why not? Let's have fun with it. Do you want out now? Okay, get out. All right. I guess she had enough of me. She got her fill. And that's basically the short version of it. What's up, Janie? How am I do today? And your cats? Cats are all good. Finally got my tire fixed from going to see Jay and Adam weeks ago. At this point, I finally fixed my tires. Because going to see them in Philly decided to claim one of my tires for their own. And I finally got them replaced today. I was under the impression the first scene took place on Earth X. I meant Earth 2. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if we're going to get any designations for this, because that would be hilarious if that Earth was Earth X. Because then on the Arrowverse, for anybody who doesn't know, Earth X is the one where basically Nazis rule the world, and you have like flipped evil versions of all the characters. Except it's way more overtly. Well, I mean, we're in like small town America in that neck of the woods from what we saw, so maybe it's a little harder to glean in on. I mean, it's not even small town, right? It's near Argus, so like, I don't know, man. They handled it pretty subtly. That's like why I liked it, because they filmed it all from Peacemaker's tunnel vision. So even the camera work, a lot of the background is really obscured except for a couple of scenes. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with that, especially when the reveal happens. Would you do me a favor and spread the word of the Razorverse so I can get a VA and animators also adore you? I mean, I'm not going to spread the word or shout out anything I'm not aware of or familiar with, just willy-nilly. So I apologize. That kid crying at Peacemaker has me concerned. Maybe he was upset about something. Maybe. Is that Kingdom Hearts music in the background? It is. That brings back the memory. I think I have to play Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5, and 3 right now. I really want to do a playthrough of honestly 2 or 3 probably right now. Like I've been really kind of itching to go back into it, just to kind of slide back into everything, because I've just been feeling that need for that nostalgia or whatever. But I'm still like, I still need to, I feel like I need to still play Final Fantasy VII before I can move forward, even though I'd be playing it for myself and not really for like for the channel or anything like that. I've just been in a very Kingdom Heartsy mood as of late. Gideon, a little weird boy. Very little weird boy. Darkly, I watched and loved your Fifth Element reaction. You seem to have such fun with it, as one should. Oh, yeah, definitely. Probably my favorite movie I've watched this year, just in general. Or at least the most fun I had watching a movie this year. Not that it came out this year, but that I watched this year. Oh my god, loving that shirt, dude. Thank you, thank you. Thinking about getting Prime so I can watch the new Hell of a Boss episodes. Well, the episode. There will be a new episode next weekend. Not even next weekend. This Wednesday. This Wednesday is when the new episode comes out. But yeah, they'll eventually be coming, but you will need it for Has-Been Hotel, which is coming out this year though. What am I drinking today? I am drinking a Moscato, lovely little nice wine. I was at the Burgoo Bash, but what you thinking? Think of it. I mean, it looks wild. I mean, it looks like a big old jab at Disney, but it looks horrifying, and I'm pretty excited for it. That cat is so cute, man. She's adorable. She's a little stinker, though. She likes to not use the litter box sometimes, and it frustrates me to no end. Lily has made herself known. Thank you for the cat pictures. You're welcome as always. Loved your reaction to the Hellboss short. Poor Moxie. Yes, poor Moxie indeed. So glad though that he has a support structure like he does to help get him through all of the trauma. Let's see. That's so cute. Did you see Warwick Davis, the actor for Flitwick, the Charms Professor, is reprising his role for the TV series of Harry Potter? No new actor. I did see that. And it's an interesting decision to not recast that role, not to give it to somebody else that could carry that torch. Like, I love Warwick all the same, but like, given it is the Harry Potter TV show, and I honestly couldn't care fucking less, but I'm kind of shocked they didn't give it to somebody new. It just, I don't know, I feel like that's weird. How would Reacts work if Has-Been was on YouTube? I mean, it would work just like how I reacted to the, well, no, the first episode I had a bunch of problems with too. I don't know. I mean, it would work just like all the Hell of a Boss episodes if it were on YouTube, but it's not. The weird thing that I'm going to have to figure out is once Hell of a Boss is on Amazon first, how that's going to affect the way I cover the show, because I might have to actually edit it like I would any other show, which is going to suck. But thank you for the super chat. Let's see, where'd I leave off? Here we are. So happy to see Joel Kinnaman back. I was devastated when his character died off in Suicide Squad. Same on both counts. Word of the day, Omni Shambles. Yep. Thoughts on Man of Tomorrow releasing July 9th, 2027? I mean, I don't have thoughts to have. I'm just glad. I know we had a sequel planned and know there's a sequel on the way. That's all I need to have. I'm excited for whatever whatever comes next with this timeline. My gamer tag name is Shinoa Magic 21. Shinoa from Castlevania series, JMC, full name, and 21, day of my birthday and lucky number. Got my names from favorite show. Z Nation is a zombie show, and my favorite character is called 10K, because that's how many zombies he's gonna kill. But my real name is Miguel, which is Spanish for Michael. That thing I know, actually. Did not know about the zombie thing, though. That's interesting. Peacemaker likes that one lady, but the other Earth lady has different personalities. So does he like his Earth lady or the other Earth lady? Because liking someone is based on appearance and personality and more. Let's see. Did you know that Luna has a red dress on in Hell of a Boss trailer on Prime? Also at 2K subscribers. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I know there's a couple new scenes flashed off in it, but I didn't break down every little thing when I watched the trailer for the new Prime stuff, but I did not catch that, no. James Gunn most secretly has speedster powers. The way he writes his scripts are fast-paced, and I can't wait for Man of Tomorrow, movie in 2027. Me too. Favorite has-been character, Lucifer. No swear words for part 2 Wednesday, right? I've seen part 2 yet. I'll watch a video after I'm done. No, there's going to be a lot of swear words. I'm going to be swearing a lot. And even in the show, there's some. I'm very excited to see your Wednesday season 2 part 2 reactions. Love the last episodes. Yes. If you look closely where the American flags that resemble a particular symbol from a past historical event. I did not pay attention to the flags. I might have to go do that when I look at it next time. Let's see. What's up, BMKLD6? I love your reaction content. Hoping for you the best. Thank you so much. Your hair looks very healthy and luxurious. Well, thank you. I mean, there were American flags on the organs desks. That's not a detail I was paying attention to. So I'm gonna have to go look. Sup Omni, it's morphin time. Magical source, mystic force. Nice one. I'm one of the few people that actually, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people hate on Mystic Force, but I quite enjoyed it. Who's my favorite character in Wednesday Season 2 of the new cast? Agnes. Love Agnes. I don't know, I just think her whole shtick is hilarious. I can tell you, it sure as shit is not Bruno. It's crazy to see John Cena as Peacemaker killing people, and then watching wrestling the next night being the nicest person ever. That's just how he be, man. That's how he be. What'd you think of the new short episode of Hell of a Boss? It was fantastic. I loved it. I love Moxie's my favorite Helliverse character. Not Helliverse character, Hell of a Boss character, but I loved it. It was a perfect encapsulation of so much of his character. And if you want to see my full thoughts on the episode, watch my reaction to the episode, which is actually out on the channel. Any news on whether one has or should watch Hell of a Boss before Season 2 of Has Been? I'm going to say before Season 2, probably not. Not required viewing, but definitely recommend watching it either way. I like it so much more than Has Been Hotel. But who knows? We'll have to see. That may change when it probably won't change. It probably will not change when Season 2 comes out, but I still love it to death, so we'll see what happens, man. But they're not required viewing for one another at all. James Gunn has revealed if Peacemaker Season 2 directly ties to the Man of Tomorrow. My guess is we see Lex Luthor in the final 3 episodes escape Belle Reve prison. I doubt that. I think there's going to be something that happens as a result of this story that is going to require some additional attention. And maybe the expertise of Lex based on the artwork that they teased alongside that announcement. What's up, Logan? I've been playing the heck out of Metal Gear Solid Delta. Have you played it? Fuck no. Why would you even ask me that? It just came out, didn't it? Yeah, this literally just came out last month. There's no way in hell I have time to play a new video game when I haven't finished any other game. We talked about this last time, man. Game recommendations, can't do them. Don't talk about it. Don't ask me about it. Kidding. Only slightly. Hope you're enjoying it though. I have never played a Metal Gear game though. Not once. Not ever. I've watched a buddy play 4, but that's it. Oh, by the way, I really loved your Fifth Element reaction. Very glad you loved it. Thank you. I'm glad I loved it, because I feel like that would have been a terrible movie to not like. You know? Let's see. So I was thinking of Rick Flag is alive. Would that mean June Moon would be alive too? I mean, it's, well, who knows? It depends on how far the cleansing has gone in this world. Let's see. But who knows? Who knows? Let's see. If it turns out to be probably a Nazi world, then somebody needs to tell G.I. Robot about it quick. Yes, they do. Send him over and quick. Part of me feels sorry for Moxie and Blitz, even though that they have got the daddy issues and struggled to deal with the abuse, lost both their moms, which is heartbreaking. Yeah, it's wild like how much they actually kind of have in common when you start to kind of dive into those sorts of things. And it's something I don't feel like either of them have necessarily addressed with one another yet either. And would see the Enchantress again, quite possibly. I was celebrating back to Hogwarts Day this week by reading the books again for the 4th or 5th time in my life. Good on you. Let's see. I miss the days of old Hell of a Boss and the days of Laurel and Hardy. Wait, what? I miss the days of old Hell of a Boss and the days of Laurel and Hardy. I mean, I don't understand the connection. I know of Laurel and Hardy. I don't know the connection to the old Hell of a Boss. I mean, the Hell of a Boss shorts are for old Hell of a Boss. That's what they are. But old Hell of a Boss, I don't know, man. I'm not going to get into it. I like where Hello Boss has gone and what it's doing. I love it. Have heard of the anime called, this is the real title, Panty and Stock, the Garter Belt. Yeah, of course. It's iconic. I've never watched it, but I know of it. If not, the best way I can describe it is has-been and Helva before they were even made. From what I know about it, I don't think so. But I wouldn't go that far. But I've never watched a lot of it. I've seen some stuff here and there, but not much. Your room looks like an evil villain chamber. I feel like instead of weapons, you just throw cats at people. Slinging that pussy. I can't believe he cheated on June, the enchantress. Dang, she would never truly know. That's true. That's true. Got excited that Man of Tomorrow isn't Superman 2 technically. Superman 2 will be later time. Oh wait, most likely. The reason I bring it up is because after either 15 or 16 years, we finally got a season 2, and now people are comparing the two. Mainly, they have similar art styles and humor. Yeah. Okay. I just had to double check because the art styles do not look they look nothing the same. And I know the humor of the show, but again, I don't think it's I don't even think it's a very valid comparison on either front. I can imagine in the new short episode when the human looks a lot like Blitz and his dad, and then Stolas started comforting him while hugging him when he started crying. Who's your favorite professor in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone? McGonagall, probably, by default. What's up, Ginger? Hello there, my dear. How are you? Hope the fur babies are doing okay. They are doing good. They are all doing good, and welcome, welcome, my dear Ginger. What's my favorite fast food? I don't know, maybe just French fries in general when they're crisp, golden, and good, and hot. Be my go-to fast food item, probably. You think the military people in the military helicopter means they are the resistance? You mean the Sons of Liberty? I mean, if it's anything like the Sons of Liberty in our world, they're probably quite the opposite, and they were probably actually the good guys in this scenario, which is going to be an interesting revelation. Power Rangers Jungle Fury, Jungle Beast, Spirit Unleashed. Also, if you want to know how a show like came to be, as basically the writers and directors, producers all got drunk at a bar, and the show was the result. That makes sense. What's up, Craig? Hope all is well with you, dude. All is well, thank you. Am I ready for weapons? It's streaming this Tuesday, September 9th. Yes. I will probably... I don't know if I'm going to wait till October or not to watch it, or if I'm going to watch it when it comes out. We'll have to see. You think we could see any crossovers with Has-Been Hotel and Hello Boss? It's already confirmed we are going to, so yes. Damn, the new episode is Wednesday. I still haven't seen Hell of a Boss, but it's on my watch list. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's a remake, reboot of the pilot episode, which the original pilot episode is not canon. So they are making a canon version of that episode. That's the only thing coming out this coming Wednesday. Still no word on when season 3 is actually coming out, though. But if you watch it on Prime, everything is supposedly uncensored. I saw a list of all the movies coming out in 2027, and it's about 6 or 9 of them. My wallet will be empty. I have no idea what's coming out next year. Or not next year, in 2 years. Since HBO messed up Game of Thrones and The Last of Us, I have lost faith in HBO besides their DC content being top tier personally. I'll still watch HP, but I've been burned by HBO before. Well, you can tell me how you feel about it. I'm still not going to watch it. Let's see. Would you be angry if Man of Tomorrow is Superman and Lex team up instead of Superman and Supergirl team up? No. Why would I be angry about that? I have no expectation of it being like a Supergirl team up. I have a confession that there is a popular movie right now that I've only watched reactions for until now. I finally watched it today and freaking loved it. Well, what's the movie, Ginger? You're making a confession and then you didn't tell us the juicy part. Let's see. Have you ever watched the movie Johnny Mnemonic? No, I have not. I haven't seen it. I've heard of it, obviously. I know a little bit about it, but I've never watched it. All good, all good, all good. Let's see. I was hoping for Man of Tomorrow as a sequel to Superman Legacy. The Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. That's what happens when you set up expectations for yourself. It was K-pop Demon Hunters. Good job, Ginger. You, as we've seen, you did not regret it. Let's see. I just hope Peacemaker isn't required viewing. Not gonna lie, since people like my mom, brother, and friends like Peacemaker since it's R-rated. Oh yeah. It's what I'm kind of... I don't think anything... It's going to set it up for everybody that is consuming everything. But whatever matters is going to be told to the audience when we see the film in which it matters. Like they've said before, everything should be accessible. So I trust them with that. So whatever we need to know, if we needed to know it from Peacemaker, it will probably be in the movie that it matters in. Like they could make a Peacemaker, like reference Peacemaker, like how Peacemaker referenced Superman. I mean, Peacemaker was in Superman, so it just depends on how they do that. It's funny that Shang-Chi never got its sequel, but we already are getting a sequel to Superman. Not in, it's in 2 years, right? It's not next year, but same thing. We at least know in the near future a Superman sequel is coming. Fun fact. Yeah, it sucks about the Shang-Chi thing, though. Fun fact about The Fifth Element, the script for the movie was written when the director/writer was in high school. From all the comments I saw, he was 16 when he wrote it, which makes a lot of the movie make sense. Did I see the Marvel Zombies trailer? I did. They really went in on the gore. They did. They did indeed. It was a pretty baller trailer. I still don't really care. And also the standard mix of Marvel animation humor doesn't fit the tone whatsoever with it. But I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. What's up, Tabitha? Any chance you'll ever react to the Amazing Digital Circus? I would love to see your reaction to that. I plan on it someday. I plan on it someday. But I just got to figure out when that day is going to be. I just saw a rumor that Jon Stewart could appear in Man of Tomorrow. Don't believe anything, man. It's not even ready. The script isn't even ready yet. So anything floating around is just bullshit. Speculation. If it happens to be true, it's because they rolled the dice and happened to get lucky calling their shot. I celebrated Back to Hogwarts Day 2 when I did my yearly rewatch. Cool, cool. Calling now Sons of Liberty are the good guys and Peacemaker hurt them. I'm calling the same thing. What's my favorite Halloween Disney movie? Nightmare Before Christmas, because it is technically both a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie. Even though it's more of a Christmas movie. There aren't any other Disney Halloween movies that I know of or care about. That come to mind, at least. LOL! Am I not surprised? I got that all along. did not get a season 2. WandaVision also did not get a season 2 because they did not get a season 2. They were planned as single season limited shows. There was never meant to be or was never going to be a season 2. Agatha might get a season 2 because it was kind of up in the air. They're not really locked down to that idea anymore, but the idea was that these were only going to be one. So no, I was not surprised. That was the plan from the get-go. I will be surprised if they get a season 2 because that wasn't the plan. Did you hear Netflix is giving Wake Up Dead Men a theatrical release? I think it's getting a 1 week theatrical release. It's not a long one. It's like one. I think for 7 days it's going to be in theaters if I remember right. Did I see the new 007 First Light gameplay overview? No, I am not. Again, asking me about video games. I don't know, but I joke. I kid. I'm sorry to keep beating the dead horse here, but I still watch stuff about certain games, especially 007 related stuff, because I do love 007 stuff. But I haven't seen anything new. I saw the original trailer for the announcement of it, which was badass, but I have not seen anything new. I haven't been keeping up with anything recently. It's crazy how big K-pop Demon Hunters has gotten. I was in my car and they were playing Golden on the radio station. Yes, they have been. And in local stores, it's all over the place, man. I'm happy for it. I'm so happy for it. I mean, I'm listening to it in my car when I'm driving around, so it's not that wild to think of. Do you think that Luna and Octavia are still okay with each other and still remain friends with each other after everything that happened between her and Stolas back in the Sinsmas episode? Well, I mean, I don't think we know that Luna and Octavia have ever even interacted outside of seeing stars. I don't think they have after that. Based on what we've seen so far, I don't know why they would, other than definitely because of what's going on with their fathers and whatnot. But I don't know. I don't see them currently. I don't know that I would call them friends right now. They had a friendly exchange, but I don't think even after that moment that I would say that they have an established friendship. I hope that they will. I just don't think that they do currently. I hope you give Pasawagwa a chance at least one of these days because it is just capital. I insane. Maybe one day. Do you think Ajax and Bianca will be in the game in Wednesday season 3? I don't know what you mean by in the game. Do you mean cast? Be still part of the show? Most definitely. If that's the question. Is the Hazbin Hotel still pilot still canon or soft canon? It's still canon. That one is still canon. Or soft canon, I'll call it. Because there are a couple of things here and there. I know it's already confirmed, but I really, really hope they don't make K-pop Demon Hunters live action. That was just stupid and a cash grab. They confirmed they're not making a live action. That was just a false rumor that was being spread. They shot that down. Doesn't mean that it might not happen. It may still happen or enter the conversation, but when that was floating around, the creators and everybody behind the movie responded saying, that's not true. There's an animated sequel and stuff like that and coming on the way, but that's about it. What's up, Albert? How are you? There have been some great TV shows this year. Andor, The Pit, The Studio. Going to be hard to pick a favorite given how enjoyable Peacemaker and Alien have been so far. I'm obviously, you guys know I'm not watching The Studio or The Pit, though I've heard great things about The Studio. I haven't really heard anybody talk about The Pit. Andor is definitely up there. I don't think Alien right now I would even put in the top 5 for shows I've watched this year so far, but who knows what these final episodes can bring. K-pop Demon Hunters, pretty sure that was just a false rumor. True. Also, if I can offer my 2 cents on the whole evil alternate Earth for Peacemaker, I know that's where they're going, but can't Peacemaker just be happy, you know? That's kind of what I was wondering too, but that's not how he's going to be happy. He's not going to be happy running away and taking someone else's life. That's not the right message to send. So I do want him to be happy, but I think that's not going to be how he gets there. What's my favorite Alien Earth episode so far? Episode 4. 4? Yeah, 4. Bro, that Peacemaker episode with the scene with Peacemaker and his brother had me tearing up. Me too, man. Me too. I felt that shit. I felt that shit hard. Not trying to get you to watch it. Sorry, just passionate. My friend's trying to get me to not watch it, so I was just talking. It's all good. It's just, I get that there's going to be people that's excited for it, people that are going to watch it. I can just say that I just don't feel like I should. Not that I should. That's not what I mean. Like, I have no investment in the conversation. Because I'm one of those people that I think this is stupid. I'm not going to support it. I only hear things when it shows up on my timeline when I'm scrolling on social media. I could care less about what this show is going to do. But I'm excited for people being excited. But I just can't be. I can't be. Let's see. Have you seen the Funkos for K-pop Demon Hunters? They're cute. No, I have not seen those. I saw there's new Kingdom Hearts ones coming out soon. I'm excited for those, but I haven't seen the K-pop ones. What's up, Roberto? How are you? I just want to say hi. I won't be here longer because I have to watch the new Conjuring movie, unfortunately. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's good. I love the other films, so I'm really hoping this next one's really solid. Really like the new Hell of a Short. I cried so hard at the end. I feel bad for Moxie. Same. Very much so, same. I'm glad that they didn't leave us with that feeling, and Millie was able to do what Millie does and bring him back from the brink, and they had a nice little sweet interaction that they allowed to like wean us off of that emotional gut punch right there through the credits. That was a really, really smart thing to do. What is the max amount of movies you watch in theaters per year? I mean, last year I didn't even break 10. So far this year I've only seen 2 movies at the theater. The most I've seen was like 57. But these last 2 years I've barely gone to the theater. My mom's birthday is on the 14th, so we are going to go ahead and go to Galveston to celebrate. I'll be missing most of your videos, but when we come back home, I will watch them. I haven't seen. Hell yeah. Enjoy your time, though. Enjoy your time. Celebrate away. Don't try to influence people like my friends did to me. This stream offers an escape from that for me. Fair enough. No problem there. Yeah, and I'm not trying to talk you out of watching it. Obviously, I've got my feelings on it. I've got my opinions about it. But I can't be excited alongside you. Anyways, I'm finally heading ahead of the show. Heartstopper in the novel also. I don't know. I always do this when I begin a novel. I grind it out. And when it gets close to the end, my pace really slows. It's because maybe I might be projecting here. For when I do that something too, it's usually because I'm not ready for it to end and I'm trying to savor the time that I have with it. But then you get in that excitement moment where you're like consuming because you need more. And then you realize you're about to see the light at the end of the tunnel and you're like, wait, no, not yet. So then you try to like savor those final moments. Have I ever seen a movie called Scream? It'll be back to Sydney for the last time. Of course I've seen Scream. Yeah, it's one of my favorite horror movie franchises. I've seen all of them, and I will not be seeing 7 in theaters. Nope, not doing it. They can go fuck themselves. But no, I love the original films. I love them to death. I've seen them all so many times. Thor: The Dark World, I actually enjoy that movie. Hell yeah. Hocus Pocus? Hell yeah. Do you think Peacemaker bike is under-equipped? No, I don't think so. It looks just like the one in the comics. Have I not seen Hocus Pocus? No, okay, I've seen Hocus Pocus. I forgot. I forgot that was Disney. Have you ever planned on doing a Pacific Rim reaction? Planned on it? No, but I would like to one day. It's just not, I haven't, plotted it out or anything like that. I made the conscious decision that I'm going to sit down and watch it, but I would like to at some point. I want to see what all the hubbub was about, at least with the first one. I heard the first one was really good. I heard the second one was not that great. I've seen the leaked footage from D23, which shows some of the footage for, I don't watch leaked crap, so no. From the Mandalorian movie, basically shows Mando acting like John Wick inside of a belly of an AT-AT. Looks encouraging. No, I don't. I try to avoid leaked stuff. With Creature Commandos and Peacemaker Season 2, Superman, how do you think James Gunn is doing with DC, and are you excited for Clayface movie with the other Clayface movie? Do you think it will be with the Batman and have them cross over? No. Do you mean the Batman and the Clayface and that? They are not going to cross over. Those two worlds are not going to intersect. I really think people need to let that idea go. But I think we need to wait until we see a project James Gunn hasn't written, hasn't directed, hasn't showrun, for me to really tell you how I feel about the overall DC universe, right? We need to see some of their other stuff handled by other people. So the K-pop Demon Hunters movie, and I thought it was cringe, with the songs were pretty good. Well, we defer. I thought it was fucking amazing. Cringe, not even in the slightest. Since Peacemaker would hate the Other Earth Peacemaker, then what personality would the Other Earth Omni-Media need to have for you to hate him? The Other Earth Omni-Media is probably one of those fucking like anti-woke grifter channels or some shit like that. K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack has been on repeat. Even my sister likes the music, but haven't seen the movie. Well, that shit happens, man. That shit happens. What's up, Linnea? How are you? Hi, team. What's my favorite Pixar movie so far? What did I say before? I think I said like Toy Story 3 or something like that, or the first Toy Story. Can't remember which. It's one of the Toy Stories, probably. Shipped. Still cry, seeing Blitz, seeing him and Stolas and Luna and Octavia as a family in the Christmas episode. Me too, man. Me too. My apologies if I came off the wrong way. I mean, I respect you for choosing not to watch it. I'm glad I can be respectful instead of reprimanding me like some people I know do. Love your streams. No, we're all good. No, I don't think you came off the wrong way. I feel awkward talking about it because I know, I can tell when someone else is excited and I quite obviously am not. And sometimes it's just hard for me to know how to respond to certain things like that sometimes, because I don't want to just kind of like piss on someone's excitement. Have I seen all of Wednesday yet? No, I still have the last 2 episodes to watch. Since Warwick Davis is returning, got me thinking this Harry Potter show kind of would be like part of a multiverse. I mean, I guess in some way, shape, or form. But wouldn't that be true of all media, or all spin-offs, all remakes? Did you think the writers at Sony would think that K-pop Demon Hunters would be this big? There's no way I think they knew it would be as big as it was. Especially considered Sony, especially with the deal they had for the first movie, they barely made fuck all anything on that. So they definitely, especially since they sold the rights off to Netflix for that first film. And they were reworking a different, better deal for the sequel, at least. Watching the reactions to Alien Earth, but I'll watch it when it's finished. Hell yeah. Hopefully it lands the plane really well in the back half here. But I've been really enjoying it so far a lot. Can you react to Amazing Digital Circus? Green light, please do not spam. You've put that in, you've been yeah. Green light, when I get to your comment, I will read your comment. Spamming will get you banned. So please stop. And I already answered this question earlier. I will be watching it, I just do not know when. Any hype here for Demon Slayer Infinity Castle? I don't know anybody in the chat that watches Demon Slayer. I know I don't. I saw a, what, 13-minute clip of Infinity Castle when I was at Comic-Con, and for somebody who's never seen a single, like, episode of Demon Slayer, those first 13 minutes that they showed off were pretty fucking spectacular. It actually made me almost want to go home and watch the season when I was watching it, so. But yeah. Probably doesn't help answer your question, but anyway, we'll see. I thought what I saw was pretty wild, though. But, well, who knows? Who knows? Hopefully everybody that is up on all the Demon Slayer stuff really enjoys the shit out of it. One of the Funkos is the Funkos is the blue tiger and the bird. It comes with a little plant pot. Aw. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I'm so hype I could cry. Not gonna lie, Tyler. Huh? That's 10 more movies than I saw at the theater last year. So none. Really hope we got to see more Blitz and Fizz in season 2. Season 3, I think you mean. I love their dynamic so much, and it'll help them re-strengthen their bond. And I also have a question. How good of a mom and dad do you think Millie and Moxie will be? And do you think Millie will tell Moxie he's going to be a dad? I think there is no world in which she keeps this baby. Knowing Vivzy and obviously the context in the episode itself, I do not see her actually coming to term with the baby. So I think if they did, yeah, they'd be great. I think they would be fan-freaking-tastic parents. I don't think that's the story they're going to tell. I meant to ask this last week after your reaction to the Final Reckoning, but who's your favorite MI character? I love Ethan, the heart, Benji, and the others too, but my favorite has to be Luther, the soul of the franchise for me. My favorite character is probably Benji. I just love that character. I love his vibe, his energy, and all that. I think runner-up would be probably Luther. What are my thoughts and opinions on the DCU Superman movie? Check out my reaction or my review for the movie. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like it more. The problems I have with the movie are less problematic the more I've watched it. But I really liked it. Long story short, I liked it a lot. I didn't love it, but I liked it a lot. I tried deleting some of the post comments about the Potter show, but YouTube still shows them for some reason. It might not be YouTube showing it. It's probably StreamYard, because deleting it from the YouTube chat does not delete it from StreamYard. So I've probably been reading your deleted comments this entire time. Let's see. I think my YouTube thing froze again. Just want to make sure. Got this. There we are. What DC heroes would you like to see get the My Adventures with Animated series update? Maybe the Flash, but with like, but with Wally. I think that would be kind of fun. Ever watched any of the Halloween Town movies back in the day? I don't think I've seen a single one of the Halloween Towns at all. Sorry, I was supposed to say I'm glad you're one of the kind ones on my favorite people to react to on YouTube right now. Oh no, not at all. No reason to be sorry whatsoever. What's better, Game of Thrones or The Last of Us? If we're talking about the TV shows, I mean, it's hard to really compare the two. It's 2 seasons to 8 seasons. Now, The Last of Us isn't over yet, but the more distance I have from the second season, the less I like it. Game of Thrones has so many fantastic, amazing moments for like 5 to 6 seasons. So I would probably rather watch Game of Thrones if you put it in front of me right now. What's up, Arda? How are you? Just a suggestion, you should watch the F1 movie. It's beautifully written, with some emotional scenes and very well shot races. Maybe one day. That movie, I mean, it's just not something I'm interested in, but it might be one of those movies where it's like, oh, if you sat me down and watched that, I'd probably love the shit out of it. It's just like, I've got no interest in it. I might watch it whenever I have the chance, but right now I'm just like, meh. I think The Conjuring 4 will be the scariest movie ever. I'm sad it's the last one. I would like for it to be the scariest movie ever, but those movies don't have a trend of being super scary, at least by my standards. So I find them very fun and enjoyable. So I'm excited to see what they do with it. They are filming Clayface over here in Liverpool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Your answer to that, to what other Earth Omnimedia would be, made me laugh because of how accurate that would be and how quickly you answer that. I was just thinking, I was like, what's the opposite of what I currently do? But in a world like that, would that even be a success? Well, that's successful here, right? Only because people love the outrage of it, and it's, you know, they're afraid of all of that. Where their way of life is so ingrained and none of that's there being threatened. What does it even look like over there? I don't know. We just need to see more of that other world. This might be odd to say, but I feel like you would be really fun to sing karaoke with for some reason. I've only ever done it once. And it was I sang with my stepsisters, and we were doing like it was a long time ago. I was like a teenager, and it was I think we did it was some Backstreet Boys song or something like that. I can't remember. It's the only time I've ever done it, and I did not like doing it. I just don't like it. I've had to do solos and stuff very rarely because I would try my damnedest to get out of it in show choir. I just don't like the spotlight like that. But I don't know. I probably wouldn't be that worried about it anymore. I still wouldn't like it, but I might do it. But if you give me a Backstreet Boys song, I will fucking fire off. Just smile and nod. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. What's up, Ronan? How are you doing, buddy? Which Huntrix / Saja Boys member would you consider your bias? Is bias like the same to like favorite? I assume so. Is this like a terminology in the fandom world or something? I just want to make sure I understand the question. So can somebody clarify real quick? Yeah, you got Omnius. Who you stan? Okay. Out of Huntrix, it would probably be Zoe. I don't know though. I do love Mira a lot. I love Mira's energy, but Zoe also same so. Probably Zoe. If you had a gun to my head and I had to pick, Zoe. Saja Boys, Ginu. I don't give a shit about any of the other four. I'm sorry. They weren't characters. So it's okay. Hey Omni, I just want to say thank you for the videos and the live. I've been feeling depressed lately, and I've been feeling like I can't do anything right. But thank you for always making me laugh and smile. Oh, I'm glad that I can bring a little bit of light into your all's lives, just a little bit, just a little reprieve. And I get it, man. I get it. I've been in a slog mentally for a few weeks now, and it's been kind of, that's part of it too. I think it's been keeping me up at night at sometimes. I've just been kind of like bleh, and I don't exactly know why. Sequel to Superman movie will be called Man of Tomorrow, will be releasing July 9th, 2027. Yes, indeedy doodly. We talked about that a little bit earlier, I believe. I will not bring up Harry Potter anymore so that we don't feel awkward. Appreciate it. I mean, it's fine. Like, I can navigate it all the same. If you want to talk about the books, if you want to talk about the stuff, it's just the show. Other than weird casting decisions like this Warwick Davis thing, I don't mind commenting on that. But that's just kind of the gist of it, man. Sorry to make it weird. And I think that you, as one of my close friends or family, it's that parasocial shit. Let's get when you are in that kind of situation, when someone is hyped for something that you're not, just smile and nod. Yes, indeedy do. Hocus Pocus 2, I did not like the first one. Will always be my heart. So Parker? Yeah, God, the second movie was not, I didn't think the second movie was very good. I really liked the first one. I was very impressed with it. The second movie, I did not care for much at all, if I remember right. I reacted to it. I don't remember liking it. I want to talk about stuff we're both excited for. So DC is a franchise we can both feel great about. Yes, yes, give me the DC. Repeat of a question. Do you think Luna deserves her own episodes in Hell of a Boss? I think every character deserves them. The thing is that, and they've talked about this, the show is Blitz's show. So Blitz has to be involved in the story. So when they're telling episodes about other characters, they need a reason for Blitz to kind of be involved. We see it with the Fizz episodes. Like, sure, we get glimpses into what they're doing when he's not around, but for the most part, he still has to be in the plot, and they find a way to put him in there. Now, it just depends on what they do with that. I do think Luna, I mean, they've confirmed as much. She is going to be getting more focus, and probably even her own episodes. I know she's getting her own song in the upcoming season, so that's surely going to happen. But yes, she does deserve her own time and her own focus, and technically she did have an episode, and that was the Queen Bee episode. Am I going to react to Dexter Resurrection? I've never seen any of the Dexters, so that's a big old no. It would mean nothing to me to watch Dexter Resurrection, having seen absolutely nothing. Let's see. I am fully aware what the Amazing Digital Circus is. And yes, it will be ending with 9 episodes. We are currently at 6. 6 just came out. I'm aware. I'm aware of what I need to do. It's just I gotta find the time to do it. What was my favorite Star Wars movie? Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Mine's the first one. I felt bad for the girl who plays the princess. The actor passed away, was very sad. Oh yeah, when Carrie Fisher passed away, that hit me really hard. Do you think now Tyler has a new mask and it's Wednesday? I don't know if this is a question regarding what we've seen so far or for part 2, because I still haven't finished part 2. If this is in regards to part 1 and where we left off with that, I know the answer to this. I think I do. I mean, that could change in the next 2 episodes that I still have to watch. But I don't know how to answer this. So excited to see Matt Smith in Star Wars. Me too. I was excited when he was going to be young Palpatine, but then they cut him out of that. That was going to be a fun little thing. People are getting way out of hand these days with hating on George R.R. Martin. I feel like, I mean, it's getting maybe a little out of hand, sure. But I'm also not surprised. If I was gung-ho, a reader of these books or whatever, and the story's just not going to finish, I would be pretty fucking pissed off. Fun fact, in Season 2, Episode 2 on the app Luna saw Octavia's pictures, you can see that she is in contact with the Husky that flirted with her in Season 1, Episode 8. Hint at a future relationship? I did not catch that. But maybe. What's up, Linnea? How did I come up with the name Omni Media? Where did the inspiration come from? It was funny enough. Someone else asked me that earlier in this stream. So, I mean, the roots of all of it just stems back to Final Fantasy VII. That was my first and favorite Final Fantasy game. Cloud is my favorite Final Fantasy protagonist. His ultimate move is Omni Slash. And when the Xbox came out, Omni Slash was my gamer tag. And then eventually I started keeping the Omni, because Omni is just Latin for all, so you could literally put Omni before anything. It's just all this, all that, whatever. So I would, when I felt bored or like I needed to change up my name, I would just change it to Omni something else. And when I made my YouTube channel, I just decided to keep that theme and just do, well, we're going to be reacting to what? Media. I didn't know I planned on doing games, movies, TV, and stuff like that. So it's not like one particular medium. So I was just like, what encompasses all of that? Media. So it became Omni Media. I do watch Demon Slayer. Love it. As you know, I'm doing a rewatch of Buffy and Angel. Do you remember the Buffy episode Hush? It's one of my favorite. Hush is also one of my favorites. I don't remember any of the episodes by name at all. So if you describe it to me, I would probably click. Buffy was never one of those shows where I was less fixated on titles or anything like that. I also very rarely fixate on titles when I'm watching anything anyway. But yeah, I would need to know what was going on in the episode to really kind of have that click. The episode is so creepy. I still remember their smiles. 5 movies I'll be seeing in 2027 are Starfighter, Man of Tomorrow, Secret Wars, The Batman Part 2, Lord of the Rings, Hunt for Gollum, and Beyond the Spider-Verse. Hell yeah. Good list. Still need to catch up on Demon Slayer myself, since I kind of jumped into it when I watched the 2nd season on Toonami, but it was awesome, and I look forward to seeing how it ends. Hell yeah. Howdy ho, fam. Hope everyone's doing well. Just got done watching your reaction to Whacked Off. The flirting over the end credits is the only reason I'm not cursing Lyle and Viv's hearts right now. Right? Yeah, for sure. I'm right there with you. That ending a little bit really helps break the tension after all of that. I'm set for making story and bullshit Toy Story. Huh? I'm still trying to read. I hope my questions are readable for you. For the most part. I still don't know what you mean by this one. I am upset for making story and bullshit Toy Story. Let's see. Would you watch a prequel to Flash series called My Adventures with Joe West, voiced by Jesse L. Martin? Sure. I have no idea how you would make that an interesting show, though. But if you give me something with Jesse L. Martin, I'll try to watch it. Do I know Not So Average Fangirl, Elijah, or Morgan Terry? I do. We've talked a couple of times. I feel like you guys have similar vibes in some ways. We met, all of us. I met Elijah, Moscow, and Morgan at Level Up a few months ago, and we've kept in some touch since then. We've been busy as fuck as of late, and I probably could be better about answering my messages. But we've talked a little bit after all of that too. So we are in each other's circles at the moment. I'll say. The first one about Wednesday season 2. What I was trying to say is I love your videos and it make me happy. I'm so sad that I can't wait to watch them. Well, I appreciate that. Another random question. Do you read? And if so, what's your favorite book right now? I would like to read more than I do. My problem is attention span and time. I have so little time that very rarely am I going to feel like I have the time to sit down and read a book. The last thing I read was, what was the last thing I read? What was it? It was, shit, I got that X-Files book forever ago. I still haven't even read that yet. Shit. I forgot about that. I mean, I did a reread of The Hobbit recently. Well, that was an audiobook. That doesn't count. I think the last book I read was the second Witcher book. Or the first one. The first Witcher book, I think. Or no. I don't remember. But my favorite book that I've read is probably Halo Fall of Reach, weirdly enough. Yeah. Probably. It's either that or fuck, why am I drawing a blank? Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I guess Jurassic Park might be a runner-up, but I don't know. Anyway. What are your theories on Octavia and the Stolas' future relation? They will eventually, by the end of the show, make up. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't have a lot of ground floor to really make anything substantial, but I think eventually she will come to understand what all was going on. She's young, she's a teenager, she's hurt, she's confused. It'll pass, and I highly doubt they're going to end the show with them not mending that relationship. My Adventures with Flash, Hush, and Prophecy are my favorite Buffy episodes. That's great. Level 3 of them. My Adventures with Batman. I mean, that'd be fine, but I would want to do something else. You know how Netflix always cut off, but that shows on Netflix get expensive and expensives when they're, yeah. I mean, that's the main thing. They split them up so that you pay, so they can stretch out your subscription based on your show. If you were a tourist and you wanted to visit a fictional world, would you ever want to visit Gravity Falls? I mentioned this before. Yeah, I would. I think one of the Patreon questions I got one week was, would I live in Gravity Falls? And I said, live, no, visit, yes. I would argue there are amazing episodes in season 7 of Game of Thrones even. Yeah, there are some individual episodes in there as well that I think were pretty solid. What's my go-to karaoke track? I don't have one. But if I did, it might be Larger Than Life, Backstreet Boys. Or, shit, I can't remember the name of the song. Hold up. Oh, I want it that way. I might start reading The Lord of the Rings again for the first time ever. I've been trying to do that as well. That's on my list as well. I need to finish my Witcher books. I need to finish Sandman, Dune, and the Lord of the Rings collections that I have. Probably not going to happen anytime soon. Nothing wrong with a little bit of Backstreet Boys. Yeah, you got it, Omni. It's who you stand. Zoe Protection Squad, is there such a thing as racism if Earth X is completely racist? See, that's what I was asking. That's kind of what I was thinking with the whole grifter thing that I said is my answer is the old world me or whatever. What would that version of me be doing? And I'm like, in a world where it supposedly is the only thing going on, what is the opposite of what would that even look like? So I don't know. It's a good question. Zoe's adorable. Love her. Yes, indeedy doodly. Do you think Squid Game Season 3 was the worst or best? If somebody killed the characters in the seasons, I was sad for anyone to go. Yeah, I was sad no matter who they were going to kill. I was going to be sad because I liked so many of the characters. But I really liked it. I don't think Season 2 or 3 are nearly as good as the first season, but I still thought they were really, really good. I think they are vastly overhated. Which concert would you rather go to if you had the chance? Soulja Boys or Four Town concert? The fuck is Four Town? What is a Four? I'm gonna say Soulja Boys because I at least know who the hell that is. Though I might be killed if I go. Russo's, we don't even let our actors talk while filming to keep the secrecy. James Gunn, I'm gonna tweet the title and release date, by the way, or be right back. Yeah, they're handling things very, very differently. I'm so sorry for spamming. I just want you to react to the show, and I've been waiting 8 months to watch. Maybe sometime you will, hopefully. Sometime I will, more than likely. Hocus Pocus 2 was fun, but it's the first time, but it's not the first, which is just a classic and I adore it. It's my Halloween movie. I just didn't think most of Hocus Pocus 2 worked at all for me. Am I watching Daryl Dix's season 3? You bet your ass I'm not. I haven't watched the first 2 seasons. Why would I watch the 3rd season? Let's see. I'm no interest in any of the Walking Dead spinoffs. Omni, can you think of a person who has the initials DC? Yes. Sorry for the hard question. I just thought of it. Yes, and they are a vile human being. The first one that came to mind just as I read it. It was easy. Done. Already. What's up, Joe? I'm sorry. Let's try that again. What's up, Joseph? How are you? Have I watched Alice in Borderlands? And am I watching season 3? I have not watched Alice in Borderland. So I will not be watching season 3. Same answer to the Daryl Dixon question. It is on my radar though. Carrie Fisher passing hurt me a lot. I'm bipolar and she was a huge inspiration to me as someone who took no shit. Yeah, she was just an inspiration in so many ways, man. What's my favorite childhood show? Mine has to be Thomas and Friends. I grew up with it since I was 5 and it helped me become a rail fan to this day. Power Rangers. First thing. When you said that, first thing that came to mind. I was also 5. I was when it first aired. I remember the day it aired and where I was when I was watching it for the first time. And I love Mighty Morphin to this day. I love it to death, man. Is there any way in which you would want Peacemaker to tie into Man of Tomorrow, either than Lex escaping? I don't think he's going to escape, man. I really don't. I think whatever happens this Peacemaker is going to require them to cooperate because he has intel and knowledge on whatever happens with Peacemaker breaching these realities. That's the closest I've got at the moment. Wait a minute, I've been watching your channel for years. The one in your name is pronounced as a I? Yes. Yes. Where do you think Omni comes from? Otherwise it's just Omn, which is not what anybody or myself has ever said. I will be honest, of all people who do movie reactions, you'd be in the top 5. Probably second to best of the top 5. Who the fuck is number 1? Now, being that high on anybody's favorite list of reactors, I'll fucking take that shit. Omn1 Media. Yeah, we all get lunch. Vince got it. Vince has it. What's up, D. Cole? How are you? Can't rewatch Angel because I cannot watch Fred die again. Spoilers! Loved her so much. I've never, ever finished Angel. It's fine to be upset as a fan. Like, I hate that we don't have the next book yet, but the fan who went to the convention and told George that he won't be around for much longer was out of hand. I mean, yeah, true. We talked about that last time when it happened. It's still true. I mean, there's a really good chance he's going to, there's a high probability he's going to pass before the next book comes out. And there's still another book that has not even been started. The fact that it's been over a decade that this book has been in the works is kind of ridiculous. Like when did the last one come out? It's been 14 fucking years. 14 years! We've been waiting for that next goddamn book. I'm sorry, that's absurd. I've got it. I read that last book. I'm still waiting, George! Anyway, now I'm mad. The gentleman takes everyone's voices. Just casually asking, but have you ever watched the Equalizer films? Just finished watching the first two the first time on Netflix, and I really enjoy them. Pretty good action movies. I heard good things about them, but I've not watched them. I have not seen them before, not yet at least. Had a panic attack yesterday, and I watched your video. I hope it helped. I hope it didn't make it worse. But having a panic attack is always kind of scary. I've had a few during my time, but never like terrible ones, thankfully. I can have them just kind of shoot up under certain scenarios, but most of the time I have it mostly under control. But I know people that have really bad ones pretty frequently, so it worked. You know, it's a scary thing. They wear suits, kind of float, have creepy grins. Most of the episode has no dialogue. Maybe if I see something. Hush, Buffy. Oh, okay. Seeing it helped. Yeah, that is creepy as fuck. Everyone in this little reactor circle has been sick and or traveling. Bless. What's up, Ray? Hello, Omni. I'm a tiny fan of yours. Hope you're having an awesome day today. Sending you all the vibes. Well, thank you, Ray. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day right back at you. Lil old me. Gideon. Have you ever read Shakespeare? Did you enjoy it? Enjoy? No. Have I read Shakespeare? Yes, we had to in school. We read many a play, poem, and oddity. They're fine. I mean, I'm not like a huge, I don't know, lover of Shakespeare. I appreciate it for all it does for literature and play and stage and all that, but I'm not like a huge consumer of the Shakespeare. Have I seen the trailer for the FNAF movie 2? I have not. Also, what's your favorite video game? My favorite video game is Kingdom Hearts 3 or 2, depending on the day of the week. But right now I'm gonna say Kingdom Hearts 3. That's my favorite video game and my favorite video game franchise. Also, before you ask, I've never played a single FNAF in my life. But I haven't seen the trailer for the new movie, for the next one yet. Oh, I have a rec for Omni/chat. The Hexslinger series by Gemma Files is a weird Wild West story that mixes cowboys and magics. It's incredible. I've heard of it, but again, never dabbled. I only really have time to read at the weekends. I'm rereading through the Harry Potter books. I'm almost finished with Prisoner of Azkaban. Hell yeah. Also, we're gonna fight. Audiobooks count. I've done it for The Hobbit. I don't think it counts. I read with eyes. Reading, the act of reading is eyes. You can listen to it, but you didn't read it. But it's semantics all the same. You talking about Final Fantasy VII reminded me, have I seen the movie? I like the Blu-ray extended version better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the complete version for Advent Children, definitely better. Yeah, definitely, I saw it. Since it didn't get a theatrical release, we did like an own like theater rent, not a rent out. When my family owned a nightclub or whatever, it used to be a theater. So one of the rooms where the dance floor and everything is now was where one of the theaters were. And we displayed it up all on that wall one time, and we just did a fucking movie-sized watch of it. I love it. I love it to death. I love Advent Children. I know it gets a lot of shit, but I love it. Infinitely better than Spirits Within. Yes. No, I don't think that's what she was talking about. I'm going to shake a spear and say that again. We're reading a book in class right now called Omn1, which means, or basically translates from Swedish directly to the evilness. So far, it's just been unnecessarily violent. Interesting. Interesting. No, the first movie. Well, now you're confusing people, Lily, because Spirits Within technically is the first Final Fantasy movie. That came out way before Advent Children ever did. But I know that's not what you meant. That movie is so terrible. But the the special features in it where they have all the character models doing Thriller was great. That was more entertaining the entirety of the movie. Gravity Falls is a genius name. Yes, it is. Splitting up a series is annoyingly special since you're trying to watch through 2 seasons at once. Yeah, it's very difficult. It's just annoying for the consumer, but I understand why they do it fiscally. Good song pick. Thank you. Chicken Little could never. Okay. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Everybody like praising the choices here. I know people want a Flash game, but think about how gameplay wouldn't work as well as Arkham or Green Arrow games. That's what I tell people all the time. A Superman or Flash game in which you want to feel like either one of them would be extremely hard to balance gameplay. Do you think I feel you as playing in Wednesday season 2 and will in the You show principal means have okay in season 2 more in season 3? Maybe. I think what you're trying to say, I guess, is if principal means will be in season 3, or maybe that storyline will continue on into season 3. I mean, maybe. Because right now it just seems like it's going fuck all nowhere. Man, Earth X would suck for me bad. I'm sure it would. I think it would for a lot of us. Sorry I was late. I had to help my mom with a lot of stuff and print out papers for her and her friend's birthday party. Well, look at you being the dutiful little son. But welcome all the same, and never apologize for being late. Fort Town is turning red band, right? What does that mean? Fort Town is in turning red. Oh. Saja boys. I like turning red a lot, but I don't give a shit about that. B99 hasn't ruined I wanted that way, but in a great way. Is that Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Still need to actually give that a good old go. Oops. Uh-oh. Wouldn't Arbor thing be a thing since that Earth only became because of Germany winning the World War? It just depends. I mean, that was the case in Earth X. We don't know if this is Earth X or just like Earth X adjacent. But who knows? What Witcher book are you on? Trust me, the show butchered the material to the point where I dropped the show. I'm done with it too, but what's it called? Shit. Sword of Destiny? That doesn't sound right. I think I have my books out of order. The second collection of, the second anthology collection, which is technically the second book, I think, is where I'm currently reading. I think? I'm pretty sure I haven't finished it. I don't remember. It's been so long at this point. Four Town, the boy band from Turning Red. Hocus Pocus is a movie that I have to watch every autumn. And The Grinch is a movie I have to watch every winter. It's a tradition. I didn't watch Hocus Pocus 2. Not missing much. So many movies don't need a sequel, and many of the sequels are worse and forgettable. Very, very true. Omni, watch Daredevil Season 3, but not the first two. Season 3 and only the last episode. Just watch the finale. Just watch Season 3, whatever the final episode one is. He said duck. What kind of man takes advantage of another man's bird blindness? Your reaction to that scene was priceless. Thank you. Yeah, that whole gag is unexpectedly hilarious. I can think of something with the initials DC, which is Dead City, The Walking Dead spinoff. Well, you said name, so I assume we meant like a person. The phrase bird blindness is tickling me for some reason. Still loving my Adrian Chase, my little weirdo. Immortal, Darkwing Duck. Darkwing, wrong guy hits head? Do you have any predictions for Alien Earth or something you hope to see? Not really. Other than maybe Wendy being able to control the xenomorphs, or vice versa, the xenomorphs eventually being able to talk back and control her would be an interesting twist. Omnimedia. 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 I'm not excited for The Walking Dead as much as I once was ever since they killed off Carl. Yeah, that's also where my interest also deeply died. I still like it to a point, how many times I can watch Daryl kill zombies before getting bored. Yeah. In the back half of those seasons, it was really Negan that carried the show for me. To get me to the end, at least. Maybe lunchtime 5:15. Sorry. Oh God, I didn't think anyone escaped Angel. Love Angel series. Love Angel because he's so freaking hot. Of course you would, I was about to call you Angel. Ginger. Do I have merch? Are you ever planning on dropping merch? I don't even know what I would make. I don't even know what we could do as merch. I've got no ideas. I need to consider it. I need to come up with it. I need to think about something. Am I going to New York Comic Con? Fuck no. Is that too far away from where I live? It's too far away from me. Well, I mean, San Diego Comic Con is way farther, and I went there. It's just fiscally, financially, I cannot afford to go to New York Comic Con at the moment, so I am definitely not going. I've got one more con in me for this year, and I can't, I really can't afford to do anything until then. I splurged way too much on the first half of this year for conventions. But I would like to go, and maybe next year I'll go, but this year, definitely gonna have to pass. It's definitely closer than San Diego and closer than Level Up, which I've been going to every year now. I haven't seen the movie The Hunger Games. I have. I know the new one. I like the new one, but to me, for some reason, Katniss will always be my favorite. It's because she's The only character that matters in it all. I've only seen the Katniss movies. I do not care to watch any of the other ones. I've seen none of the new ones. You guys ain't getting that book. There's no way in hell we're getting that book. George is only 70% done with Winds of Winter, and it's not just the main series he needs to finish. He also needs to write more of the spin-off novels, Dunk and Egg and Fire and Blood Part 2. He doesn't need to do any of that shit until he's done with Winds of Winter. No, I mean, he doesn't need to do anything. He needs to finish the main series. None of the other stuff matters. I think the nice Peacemaker doubles are still racist, maybe just less. Is it? Here's the thing. This goes back to the other thing. Can you be racist when you're the only race? Which very well may be true in that universe. We don't know yet. By the time this comment probably reaches you, I might not be in the live anymore. See you next stream or a reaction video. Wish you everything good, Omni. Thank you so much, MFS. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If it takes another 20 years for the next book, I'll be right with everybody about worrying for George's health declining. I mean, it's already declining, man. He's already, what, how old is he right now? $76. Not looking good, man. Someone earlier posted the original Toonami ad for Sailor Moon, and the date was 25 years ago. Oof. If anyone wants to just take me out behind the old shed and just pow! Yeah, dude, holy shit. I remember when that started, man. That was my first, I mean, I'm sure for a lot of people, especially in the States, that was a lot of people's first anime experience and cycle. You know, I had watched Speed Racer. That was technically my first anime ever. But when Toonami hit and it was Sailor Moon, then Dragon Ball, that was coming home from school and just having a damn good time. I watched both, the whole block. Currently watching your Gravity Falls reactions and Owl House reactions. Hell yeah, Contrary Fox. Hope you enjoy, hope you have fun. Thank Dream for Shakespeare. That's also true. What is a show you would never react to? For me, it would be Breaking Bad. It has too much bad stuff he makes and uses. Dude, Breaking Bad is my second favorite show of all time. Third. Fourth? I think third. Yeah, third. Dude, it is a perfect show. And even if it's not, it is the closest to perfection any show has ever been. I rewatch Breaking Bad every year. I fucking love Breaking Bad. It is amazing. And for you not watching it, you are just missing out. Like, it's just, it is the best. What's my favorite season of Game of Thrones? My movie's the last season. What is yours? Dude, the last season's my least favorite, and most people's least favorite. So good on you for finding joy in the bleakness that no one else really cares for. But for me, I think my favorite season is probably, which season's the Battle of the Bastards? Whichever one that is. That's probably my favorite season. I would pay actual currency to watch you play Dress to Impress on Roblox. Dude, I am going nowhere near Roblox. You'd have to pay me an egregious amount. Disgusting amount. There was a person at Mary's sharing warehouse that was just like you, even though I know it wasn't. It looked like you for some reason. I know I've got a multitude of doppelgangers out there. I've had people be like, dude, were you at the beach this weekend or whatever? And I was like, I wish. And it was like, I swear I almost walked up to this person and said, hey. Well, I'm glad you didn't. Shout out to Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet 1996, the only accurate Shakespeare adaptation. Oh yeah. That's the only version of that I've actually seen. Audiobooks don't count as reading. Sorry. I'm right there with you. It is semantics. It's all meant in good fun. If I get the information, that's the important part. That is the important part. Why is your favorite Jake song movie? What? What? That I don't know what you're talking about. Mine is the new one. Came out recently, but the first one was kind of creepy. Jake song movie. I have no idea what you're referring to. What's up, Joshua? How are you? How are you doing? Hope you're doing wonderfully. And which would you rather deal with? A xenomorph, predator, or a skinwalker? Honestly, a xenomorph. I feel like my chances would be a little bit, well, what kind of skinwalker are we talking? It's going to be between the xenomorph and the skinwalker. There's no way in fuck I'm fighting a predator. I do not have the ingenuity to take on a predator. I'll tell you that. Looks like this, the live feed froze again. I don't know what the hell is wrong with YouTube in this fucking browser shit, man. There we go. I haven't seen any clarification on this, but I'm just going with xenomorph. I'm not the biggest Shakespeare lover, but Romeo and Juliet was absolute cinema when I was a kid. Oh my god, that's when you were a kid, is when that... Making me feel old out here. That's not the Miyagi-Do way. They do, y'all, if you look at audiobooks as accessibility devices to help people can't read themselves. But reading is the act of reading. Or reading. It's being read to you. You're hearing it. It is an accessibility device, but you're not reading. Did anyone see Marvel Zombies trailer? Yes, we talked about it a little bit earlier. So happy Weems is back for now in Wednesday. I was missing her. Same as the same. And she looking good. Weems is saying to Wednesday, you're not in hell, but I get the confusion. Sandman fans, get that reference. Yes! Yes, you will. And I call that out. Look forward to that, Ginger, when my reactions post on YouTube. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley, oh plenty. I can't tell you how many times I had that on just on repeat, man. I love that tune. Sorry if I confuse people. Advent Children is the only movie I've seen from Final Fantasy. Yeah, that was their first dipping their toes into animation in general. Was apparently we have not been on Kingdom Hearts for a minute. What the hell happened here? So again, YouTube breaking the loops. They also did one for 15, which was really good. The Kingsglaive, that was really good. But yeah, Advent Children was the first game-related movie, because Spirits Within was the first Final Fantasy movie. Came out in theaters here in the US, and it was an original story. It wasn't based on any of the other games, and it was just kind of ass. That's all I remember. Toss a coin to is absolute tune. But Burn Witcher Burn is so freaking good. Burn Witcher Burn is also really good. Why do people like Peacemaker shows? Adrian Chase so much. I still don't understand him. Because he's fucking hilarious. And For people like Ginger, it's because he's hot. I only realized yesterday Wednesday Part 2 came out. Wow. Yeah, it came out last Wednesday. This past Wednesday. If the guy has bird blindness, how would he react to seeing hot girls' wings? That's a very good question. I need that interaction. Jeffrey Dean Morgan could carry me. I mean, what? Put the kitties on the merch. Oh my god. Yes. Daredevil game would work well. Yes, it would. Jack Kerr, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Okay, team, it's time to brainstorm some merch ideas. Glenn and Carl were my boys. When Glenn died, I was sad, but Negan became my new top when Carl died. I said that was lame and left. Yeah, Negan was I love Daryl. I've loved him consistently, but Negan was the only reason I was still watching the show after everybody else had already left. Marvel's got a lot of games they could make work. Could an Iron Man or Thor game work? There is an Iron Man and Thor games. The Iron Man game, if I remember right, was not that bad. The Thor game kind of was terrible. It was a God of War clone, but it didn't really work that well. I don't know. They definitely could work. Omn1 Media with Chibi Omn1 baby never biting like a DVD like a donut. I'm going to be in New York during New York Comic Con, but I have a cousin wedding stuff I have to go to. Darn family obligations. Darn them indeed. If you're going on Swords of Destiny, that's the second set of short stories before the main 5-book saga. Okay, that's what I thought. And I've read synopsises of each of the other ones and a lot of the other stuff going on at that point. But yeah. I've been trying to firsthand read everything, and it's just been a really slow process. Angel's my first fictional character adult crush. A bit different from Ash, isn't it? But he'll always be my first crush. Hey, it's all good. We all get it. We all have it. I understand. Good luck with the wedding. Top 10 shows of 2025: Andor, Season 2, The Pit. 3. Narrow Road of the Deep North. Never heard of that one. Common Side Effects. Season 2 of Severance. Department Q. Adolescence. When Life Gives You Tangerines. The Studio. North of the North. Runner-up. Running Point Season... Invincible Season 3. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. There's a new Witcher book coming out called Crossroads at the Raven about a young Geralt. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the creators working on a new book in the main continuity. I'm sure you might have answered this, but why no Marvel Zombies trailer reaction? I'm too fucking busy. That's the main thing. If there's not a trailer reaction, either I don't care or I just cannot feasibly make time to make a reaction for it. Also, I just do not care about doing trailer reactions anymore. I'll do some for some of the big stuff, but like I just haven't. The person who played China from Friends passed away a long time ago, but it still hurts me. And my mom, Friends was a combination show. Used to watch when I was 5 years old. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but yeah, anytime somebody like that passes away from something you love like that, especially something when you're a kid, like it always hits pretty hard, man. The Matthew Perry death, man, that fucked me up for a hot minute. When Chester Bennington passed from Linkin Park, that also really tore me up. Kira Toriyama, that one got me too. Jack Kyer, I think he was busy. Have I seen Clue? I have. I've seen it a few times. The Maid. It's the 40th anniversary this year, I believe. It's some anniversary of it, if I remember right. I know there are some who don't like TV Agent Chase. There's a prediction that Earth 2 has an Adrian Chase comic accurate vigilante. I mean, that's simply a prediction. You can make a prediction about anything. What's everybody's favorite snacks? I'm munching on some cheese doodles. Popcorn is my go-to. Salt Dead City. You have DBZ, Sailor Moon were our first. Yes, throwing back my book bag down and going, I'll do homework later. Sailor Scouts gotta kick some ass first. Hell yeah, dude. I sat down for Sailor Moon, DBZ, and then it would be Gundam Wing and Yu Yu Hakusho. I think that was the lineup I remember. There was probably a different one. I know it's gone through a couple different cycles, but it was always Sailor, then DBZ. And just the loop too sometimes, because you'd be waiting on dubs, you'd be waiting on Funimation to get access to more of the stuff, and you'd be like, oh, and then you wind up recycling and repeating episodes. You're like, when am I ever going to see the next actual episode? Such a frustrating life cycle, but I still ate it up, man. Lord of the Mysteries first season is nearly finished airing. It's definitely going to be top 10. Have I ever seen the Twilight Vampire movies? I have. I've seen all of them. Don't think I'm quite over Dream's death. I still think about it and I miss him. Same. Same. Walter White once said, someone cooked here. I think that line perfectly fits the show. That's true. I think my MVP, the underrated gem of the year, is Common Side Effects, which is a unique concept and adult animated show. Again, I have no idea. I've never heard about it until you brought it up. Proud to share my name with Vince Gilligan. To be honest, Breaking Bad deserves every bit of cultural hype it got. That's one of the only times I've agreed with popular opinion. Also, funny enough, the fact that in Albuquerque there is a statue of Walton Jesse cracks me up. You know, there's a statue of Rocky in Philadelphia, but there's like there is Walton Jesse in Albuquerque, which is hilarious, and I want to go visit that statue the next time I'm there. I don't know if I'm going to have time, but we're going back in October for a wedding, and if I can squeeze that time in, I would like to go check it out. But I love it to death. But also, again, fun fact, Vince Gilligan got his start working on the X-Files. So some of his episodes on the X-Files are pretty fucking good. I mean, they're great. They're cooked. Was a bit busy earlier this week, so I still got to watch this week's reaction to S.H.I.E.L.D., but I feel so bad for Talbot. Oh yeah, me too. Also, Deke's drugged out scene last episode was great, especially with Mac's reaction. Also, agreed. Very agreed. If you're on Patreon or anything like that, I've finished the season. Tomorrow I'm going to be recording episode 1 of season 6. And I have no idea how that's going to go. But we'll see how it goes, man. My one concern for Night of the Seven Kingdoms is based on Duncan Egg, which only has 3 out of the 9 books he published. He bit more off than he could chew, trying to expand his universe. And then he just started doing a bunch of other stuff. I get not wanting to do the same thing and wanting to branch out and need to spice things up. If you're feeling like you're in a rut or in like a writer's block or whatever, maybe you need to do something else refreshing, or you've done something else so much you just can't even look at it anymore. I get it, but fucking A. Anyway, sorry. Played Roblox once. Good for you. I don't do Kindle either. I like to hold the actual book, but that's just my opinion. I also will have the physical book. I've never done a Kindle at all either. Give me the physical book all day or day. Sorry, I'm a 30-year-old man with no kids. I'm pretty sure if I even look at Roblox, I should have the cops called on me. Yeah. Hey, I want your advice. I've been trying to find a voice changer for Halloween, but I've not got an idea how to get one or use one. I have no idea either. No idea about all of that. I know there's like, not like an in-hand one. There's like EQs for microphones. That's the closest thing I can think of. Don't really play Roblox either, unless it's for karaoke with my sister, and that game can be a scary, scary place. Oh yeah. Yeah. Just curious, have you seen Tremors? Hold up. I want to make sure I'm not going to fuck this up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. There it is. Yeah, dude. And let me get you back in spot right there. Have I seen Tremors? I've seen every Tremors. Unfortunately. But I've seen the first two so many times. I love me some Tremors. Voice changer for what? Could you please watch the Ted movies? I've already seen them. I haven't seen them in a long time, but I saw them when they came out. Fuck you, Jutas. If you know what I mean. I have a question. Are people saying roadblocks or Roblox? I think it's Roblox. I think it's the second one. For a predator, or just don't be a threat. Don't have a weapon. Should be fine. Hopefully. I would find a way to be pregnant. That'll spare you. Predators won't kill a pregnant person. No idea even where to get one. Me either, man. The author for the Witcher series is publishing more Witcher books, and he's the same age as George, and in better health, it seems. Well, shocker. I think George just lost motivation ever since 2022. Oh, I'm sure that happened. The reaction to the show, how the showrunners of the show have been treating him and his property. And also when you're, again, like I said, I get it. When you're doing something for so long, sometimes you can just get completely sick of it and you can't even look at it anymore. So that's when he started expanding on doing other things and trying to wait for that inspiration and motivation to come. And I get that too. I procrastinate my ass off filming sometimes because I'm just not in the mood. The last thing sometimes I want to do is hit record. Once I do it though, that washes away, but I have to mentally get to that point. You know, I get it, but I think we're past the point of reasonability. The Peacemaker intro is so charismatic every time it's on screen, it just puts a big smile on my face. I like to imagine how fun they are having doing that. Yes, agreed. I'm even 18 yet, so I'm practically an infant. Not an infant, but yeah, you are comparatively very much so a wee baby. Omni's background music is on a perpetual wandering tour. It is, cause I will right click it and I will tell it to loop, and it is checked marked for looping. And then it'll somehow, when I'm just in a tangent or not paying attention, be somewhere off else other than where I left it. What's up, Nolan North? It's me, Nathan Drake. Hello, Nathan Drake. I love your games. No way, it's literally Nathan Drake. Elk Human, like hybrids, quite cyber stuff. Say the thing. Omni Kitty merch would be killing it. Because of how many we have, why don't we just make it like one of those little gotcha things? You can see which cat you get. That could be interesting. You should make a merch where you make custom Mandalorian gear. You could be everyone's armorer. No, that is way too ambitious. I don't drink them, but I got gamer sub drink names. Anyway, gamer subs cups though. I think the Thor game in the God of War 2018 style could work. I think they tried that once, though I think a good version of that definitely could work. It's the real Nolan North, just to say hi, man. Well, hello, the real Nolan North. Love your work. Fortunately, I lack artistic creativity, so I'm useless for this. I always forget that Freddie Stroma was in Harry Potter. He grew up very well. Wait, what? He was? As who? Also, you sneaky little Brits, always, infiltrating our media. Whoa. Shit. I hope 007 won't beat my Uncharted game. Doubt it. I mean, the new 007 game looks pretty fucking good. but I have a strong bias towards the Uncharted games. I fucking love those games. I wouldn't mind buying Patreon exclusive kitty merch. Who knows, maybe. Might be something to explore. That might be something. You know, I may have the weird cat dad fucking YouTuber reactor, you know, so like maybe lean into that. That might be something. That might be an idea. I just don't really. We'll come up with something. For of course, the Old North. Always been a fan of Matthew Perry. Same. Dude. Other sad topic too, but I mean he's around at least for the time being. Is Bruce Willis. I love the whole 9 yards and the whole 10 yards. The Matthew Perry, Bruce Willis team up movies. Fucking love them. I really want to get into gaming, but I don't know what to play. My brother made me play Dead by Daylight, and I was catastrophic. Anyone got any tips for beginners? Don't play an online competitive game. Play something single player. Play something simple. You know, a competitive game is never going to just, I mean, not never. I say this as somebody who's played a multitude of them. They're great for killing time. But my favorite games are never going to be one of those. You know, I mean, the closest thing's Halo. I love fucking Halo. But that's got a killer ass story. But yeah, no. That's a horrible way to get into gaming is Dead by Daylight, I think. Play a fucking old school Pokemon game or something like that. It's chill, it's easy, straightforward. Start there, maybe. Or just something that's not against other people. If it's got matchmaking, avoid it. My next MCU rewatch is the Winter Soldier. Haven't seen it in a minute. It's one of my faves. If we did that the way I read it, you fighting the Winter Soldier would be something to see. Definitely feel you, Chester. Definitely feel you, Chester. Oh, on Chester. Yes. Yeah, that happened. I read that in the middle of painting or repainting our rooms. This was the last place I was staying before all of this, and dude, all energy and motivation just got sapped out of me. Linkin Park was such a huge part of me growing up, and it just like that hit me like a train wreck. Oh yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman's passing absolutely gutted me. Very big fucking moment over here. Oh yeah, for sure. Love you, man. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Nolan North. I like Alien Trace in the Arrowverse, but he's very different to our little weirdo. Also, very true. And agreed. I second that. I do like both iterations of it, though neither have been comic accurate as of yet. Also, in the latest episode of Peacemaker, I mean, my friend pointed it out, and I agreed with him, but what was it me, or was the whole town white? Interesting to mention we got there. No, it wasn't just you. Again, not to be that guy, but if you watch my reaction, it's also something I pointed out. Just saying. It is certainly not you. George R. R. Martin wants to make an impact like J.R.R. Tolkien, but Tolkien finished his books. He finished his books multiple times, you know, like he revised so many. There's so many versions of his books, revisions, releases, and iterations, because he just always kept working on it. Still though, Game of Thrones has impacted everything very, very, very much so. But how long will its impact reign if it doesn't even, I mean, when the only conclusion we have is the show? The Twilight movies were actually better than the books in my opinion, which says a lot. That's unfortunate. I actually liked whatever the third one was. I thought it was actually good. A bunch of me and my friends went to it expecting to kind of have like a bad movie night. We all went to the theater to watch, I think it was like what, Full Moon? And we went, this is weird. I don't know why we did this, but me and a bunch of dudes, we went to see Twilight because we wanted to be like, we just wanted to just fuck around and make fun of the movie throughout its run. You know, there was nobody else in the theater but us for the most part. Because I guess we just wanted to watch a bad movie. And it actually ended up being really good. I think it's the only good one out of the whole bunch, though. Out of all of them. Eclipse, yes. That makes way more sense. Yes. If I remember right, it's the one where they have to take Bella away, and then there's a huge ass fight with the wolves and the people hunting Bella, I think, if I remember right. Whichever one that one was. I think that was the third one. Could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. I could be wrong in which one it was, too. Blue Dragon said Bloodhaven, not Bloodhaven. There's definitely... Well, no. I mean, Bloodhaven with the 2 dots is pronounced Bloodhaven. There's definitely something fishy afoot. I mean, that's how you should be saying Bloodhaven. Is DC beating Marvel with Superman and Peacemaker Season 2? I mean, current Marvel? Yes. Marvel as a whole? I think there's still a little bit more they gotta do to work that out. But at the moment, I think so. I hope we see a different Adrian in this other universe as Peacemaker. I wonder what he would be like. We'll have to wait and see. Who knows? Frank Nolan, Marvel has been doing this year, though. Good this year. They've been doing all right. Thunderbolts was good. Maybe not box office, though. Might do another rewatch of The X-Files at some point. Yes, do it. What did your very first stream look like? Were they also centered around you going through live chat? No. My first live streams ever were gaming centric. I was always gaming, and that was on Twitch. I would just play games on Twitch. I still have a couple here too, but like for the most part, I don't even remember when I started doing the community streams. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of questions. I missed your last live last Saturday, and I had a rough week last week. I'm sorry to hear that, but all good. Good. I'm just glad you're all here, and you hope you're all having fun. I hope things are a little bit better. And if we can help out a little bit, it's always a positive thing that I'm happy to contribute towards. We all need a little bit of a break away from reality for a little bit. I use an e-reader. I need a bigger font. It's sad. I love the feel and smell of real books. Me too. At that point, you just need the big old magnifying glasses then. The fact that Game of Thrones was published in 1996, the year before I was born, 28 and turning 29 in 4 months. That's crazy. I didn't know it started in 96. That's wild. Do I have any siblings? Just curious. I have a brother. I only have one full-blood sibling, and that's my brother. He's 5 years younger than me. He went with me to PeachCon, helped me drive up there that weekend. So thank you again. So, and then I've got half siblings that I have not seen in, honestly, since they were like, I think 3. There's a whole thing with them, their mom, my dad, and a bunch of other crap that was going on. But I've been trying to re-engage with them over social media as of late. But there was like when my parents split or whatever, and then blah, blah, blah. And then that happened. There's a whole drama around all of that, which is not going to come up here. But I've been trying to I'm bad about keeping up with family in general. I'm the kind of guy that will kind of stick to myself or stay in my own bubble until someone makes me leave my bubble. And then through my stepdad, I have 4 stepsisters and a stepbrother. This, and they're from different families too. 3 of the sisters are from the same family. Then the brother and the sister, the older ones, are from a different family. From his time in the military over there, because he was stationed in Germany. They all live in Germany. But there you go. Darkly Zane, think he has. Or maybe he just likes the poster. Play Roblox only because my work allows me to play games like Roblox and Fortnite, bringing me back to my childhood. Broke into the wrong goddamn rec room, didn't you bastard? Yes, you did. Earl, I found the ass in. I got a plan. Oh my god, I love it. Fucking love it. As an empath, I think you might have watched Tremors. I don't know how those two correlate. Can someone tell him I'm here? You just had to wait for me to get to the chat. It took time. Do you think one of the main characters should have died in season 3 or 6 of Cobra Kai? No, no one. No one should have died in Cobra Kai. I'm still even taken a little aback that Kreese died at all. But none of the main cast should have died at all. No, that should have never been a conversation. No. Wait a minute, this isn't my house? So when Stranger Things Season 5 arrives, are all the reactors on pause, or will those result in Stranger Things Season 5 being delayed? Oh, I don't know. Oh, well, who knows? Who fucking knows, really, man? Whose kids are these? Would you find a way to become what? Pregnant. You heard me. He's the one that pointing me. George is more involved with the HBO shows, which makes book lovers mad since he's distracted. Except recently, as he's said, he hasn't been. His relationship with HBO is very strange at the moment. He's been talking shit about them a lot. I've seen many Tremors. Arthur Conan Doyle killed Sherlock at one point because he wanted it to be done with it. That makes sense. Did you know Freddie Stroma, who plays Vigilante Peacemaker, was in Harry Potter Last Connection? Literally, somebody else already said that before you. We just read this. But yes, I now know, as of today, know. UK only has like 12 actors. Give them a break. No! I generally wanted to hop on a flight to America to see the premiere of the Rock's new film, The Smashing Machine, in TIFF, and damn, it was given a 15-minute standing ovation after the film was done. I'm going to be really excited to check that movie out because I do really want to see if he could actually act. And it sounds like he actually might be able to. Freddie Stroma was the cocky Quidditch player who liked Hermione in Half-Blood Prince. Really? I'm going to have to go back and look at that. Most critics said he has potential contender for winning an Oscar. Hell yeah. Well, again, that's some crazy praise I would have never expected to hear in relation to The Rock. I knew it. That's what they must all put in place it. Since I gave him the idea, I can't get the percent of the profits from Kenny Mertz. Is it too late for copyright? You'd have to lock down the designs. You have to know what I was actually going to do yet. So Transformers 2018 originally cast made it canon to the DCU? Sounds like it. Carmike had a thing for Hermione. When I saw your K-pop Demon Hunters reaction, I was so happy that you made a Teen Titans Go to the Movies reference. Such an underrated movie. Yes, it's a fantastic fucking movie. I'm still salty about the fact that Teen Titans Go exists, but they have some pretty damn good jokes sometimes. And that movie was such a good one large, massive series of great jabs at DC, and I loved it. Say playing Spider-Man 2018 is a beginner friendly. Is canon. Hey man, I'm sorry, Nolan North trying to get noticed. James Gunn here. What's up, James Gunn? Me versus Winter Soldier. I'm definitely dead. I flirt with the Bucky side. Can I tell you my actual name? You can keep calling me Ginger, of course. Go for it. I don't care. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me. I only care if you care. In your opinion, Omni, should they have waited for George to finish his 7th book series before adapting it into a TV show? Well, then they never would have made the show. So, but probably, I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe it wouldn't be marred with vitriol at this point had they waited to do it the right way. They did well for the longest time, and dare I say, I think they did a lot of things better than the books. But when it came time for them to craft their own path, man, did they fuck it up. And most of it too wasn't even by, you know, HBO was like, hey, we'll give you as many seasons, as much money as you want. And D&D was like, nah. Because they had that other situation. They wanted to be done. They wanted to move on to the next thing. So eventually what they ended up doing was ruining their reputation. Now nobody gives a shit about what they do. I know their new show supposedly is really good, this 3-body problem, which is another book adaptation that they got behind. Unlike Game of Thrones, it's complete, but nobody cares. And honestly, I wouldn't want to support them after all of that. What happened to Game of Thrones was actively their decision. And the fact that they didn't follow their own story and decided to make certain decisions purely just because some people on Reddit may have sniffed out some things they wanted to do, and they played favorites. They wanted to appease the fans over certain things, and then they made illogical choices after illogical choices after illogical choices and tanked their show. Sorry. Anyways. Ugh. Third film is Eclipse. I feel like Nolan and James are the same, but I'm okay with it. Eclipse is the best one, and I do love the Twilight movies. Okay, the first Twilight movie is amazing with the commentary from Rob and Kristen. In the later movies, Michael Sheen carried. Michael Sheen did carry. What I consider being in Thing, John Carpenter original remake, although being the same, and the Thaw movie situation. For the details, please look up, because I don't know how to describe the creatures. I mean, I know of the Thing, and I know of the remake. I've seen the original. I've had the opportunity to be in either. Sure, why not? I think I'm going to hire you as Tim. You would probably be making a mistake. I can be your Sean Gunn. What's up, Alex and TV? How are you? When or do you plan on going full-time for YouTube? I could not tell you. I need the dual income from YouTube and my actual day job right now to sustain everything going on. So YouTube and the Patreon would have to be doing so well that it eclipses my need for both incomes. And right now it is currently not doing that. I mean, give it another year or two, maybe. Continue to grow the Patreon, that might, you know, that timeline could change. But then again, just having something stable that's not fluctuating like YouTube, because it can just be on a whim. Channel could just disappear one day if some copyright law changes or something like that. You never really know, or some algorithmic whatever nukes my channel or whatever, what have you. I do like the fact that I do have a stable income that I can rely on, and that at least at the moment isn't getting deleted. So that's nice. It's problematic. It's painful. I mean, the thing is, though, I do get to work from home for my day job, and it does allow me at times to do YouTube while I'm on shift, but my attention being pulled multiple directions does take a toll on things. So I would love to go full time. It's just I would be so scared to. especially right now. But maybe in the near future, who knows? I would like to, but we'll see if we get there. Wait, is that your brother, Sean Studios? Oh yeah, it's like no source smell. Do you think 13 Reasons Why rating is more horrifying than the show called Euphoria due to the different Euphoria is not a little good, a little bit better? I've never seen 13 Reasons Why. I've never seen Euphoria, so I can't answer that question at all. Do you need a minimum of 50 million subscribers to be full-time on YouTube? I mean, subscriber count doesn't matter. It's view count, watch time, and ad revenue, and how sometimes your Patreon can carry that even if you don't have that many subscribers or whatever. It just depends. It really just depends. Which is why I've been focusing on growing out Patreon stuff as of late. We've got 2 exclusive shows over there at the moment that are not coming to YouTube for the foreseeable future. And then we've got 4 weeks ahead on all the pre-recorded shows we got going on right now. There's movies that are over there that are yet to be on YouTube at this point, you know, and then more stuff to come. So we'll see. Take-Shun-Gun, he's been in Angel twice as 2 different people, and his character died both times. That's not surprising, weirdly enough. What's up, Lady Emerald Tarot? Hello from Ireland. Love your content, Omni. Well, shouts out to little Ireland. That's one of my top spots I want to go to. Top countries I want to visit one day. Absolutely, really want to go someday. Always on track that I know of. When I'm asked if my dad's only child felt Omni. Oh. Only 1 month until Ghost of Yote. Shit. We'll have to clear that schedule. Have a brother and 2 sisters, blood-related wise. I only talked to one of my sisters. I have 2 brothers that ain't blood-related, but I think of them as brothers. Hell yeah. Sorry about that. Hope you guys are able to reconnect eventually. You seem like you would be a good brother. I would be now. For my actual brother, I made his life a living hell when he was a kid. I did not like sharing. I did not like having a brother. I was mean to him all the damn time. And if I could, I would try not to be around him at all and just keep to myself. And if he came around, he usually wound up hurt. Just because I was a little ass. But we are very much so a healthy sibling duo now. How's my day going? Are you looking forward to Mighty 9? I am! I am very much so looking forward to it. Cannot wait. And I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Getting a little tired at the moment, but that might be the wine kicking in. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, so it's almost nap time. You have to sing the song when you watch Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 4, Before I Fire You. So that you change your thumbnails related to the number of seasons and episodes, like on Alien Earth, Peacemaker, and Young Royals. What made you want to do that? I'm not making those thumbnails. When I have those are being edited by Prepper. They're making the thumbnails on that, and I just thought, we'll try something different. Let them edit some thumbnails for me and see if anything changes. Me sitting in the corner reading Spider-Man Noir, trying to prepare for the show. Oh yeah, I forgot that's even a thing. I forgot that's something that exists. That we're getting a Spider Noir show. Morgan! I see Morgan! Morgan is in the chat. We were talking about you earlier. Probably weird to say. But yeah, well, you came up. What's up? How are you doing? I'm so sorry I have not responded to our last little Discord message. Good things? Yes, very, very good things. No. Just talking about how, someone was like, do you know who these people are? And listed off you and the others as well. And I was like, yeah, we all kind of met. I met Morgan, everybody else and stuff at Level Up. But yeah, all good. No shades whatsoever. Yeah, it's Linnea down here is, I think, the one that brought it up. Just want to pop in and say, hey, hope you're doing well. Yes. I'm doing okay. I'm trying to hang on mentally. I'm trying to hang on physically. I'm not doing spectacularly well at either, but I'm here. I'm okay. I'm breathing at the moment, but I hope you're doing well. How did I see that you started Doctor Who again? If you ever need to vent, dude, my DMs are open. Don't worry, I don't have anything I need to vent over. It's just time management and actually taking time for myself, which has not been something I've really been able to do as of late. My sleep schedule, man, it is absolute ass. But I appreciate that. I'm glad you're here. Hell yeah. I mean, that brightened up my day. Bye. Where did I leave off? Holy spoilers? There were spoilers in here? For what? Who said spoilers? Actually, don't say, because if there's spoilers for something that I'm watching, I don't need to know. I used to trigger the shit out of my high school history teacher, by starting him doing Monty Python quotes, and he just couldn't help himself. It was the best. Oh, that's hilarious. You start throwing quotes around me too, man. I can't help but start to play into it all. Hope you find time to feel soon. Please prioritize yourself. That's what I've been trying to do this week, which is why I haven't released my Wednesday reactions yet. I still haven't finished recording these last 4 episodes yet. You know, I just decided when it came out, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to do it on days where I have the time, where I've slept, and then I'll do it. They can wait. So it's the first time in a while I've kind of done that. Not even in a while. I think that might be the first time ever I've been like, I gave myself that much grace. Bro, I'm dreading the day Stranger Things releases, because if season 4 taught us one thing, they're going to be hour, 15-minute episodes minimum. Yeah, they're going to be fucking... I don't even want to think about it. How detrimental to my health December is going to be. And that's not the only thing coming out in December, too. There's so much overlap. Fuck. Now that, I just can't afford to wait on Stranger Things, man. I gotta get on that. Gotta get that dough. I gotta get that Stranger Things money. Anyway. Call dibs on playing Condiment King. Hell yeah, let's do that. We just don't have 12 actors. Rude. Gotta go. Have a good week, everybody. You too, Hero's Journey. Rub of the day. Say Cena deserves it before Johnson. Yeah. Red Hood. I mean, it makes sense to let him go to the gym. Sweden has like 3 actors, and all of their last names are Skarsgård. What did you think of the new Last of Us Season 1 and Season 2 in real life? Season 1 was really good. Season 2 was very, very fucking messy. Not nearly as good. Your name is Jenny. And I'm a redhead, hence ginger geek. I assumed that bit, but hello, Jenny. Ginger. We'll just combine the two. Let's be real, I could take Galactus. D&D wanted to go on and do Star Wars, and then because of that, they lost Star Wars. D&D or Abrams, who could shit a hole through the franchise harder? Abrams tried. I mean, he was handed a fucking train wreck when he came back. He left fine with Force Awakens and came back and be like, hey, fix this. And it was just like a burning mess. I can't fault him too much for all of that. But yeah, D&D burned their entire future with that because of that Star Wars thing. D&D worked on Star Wars. You watch it, Omni? I mean, I watched it because it's Star Wars, but, you know, it's not going to happen now. I would have a hard time watching it. That'd be in the other reality where they didn't destroy their reputation to go make a Star Wars movie. Peacemaker Season 2 is better than The Boys because in Episode 1, I showed the real guns. Do you know Moon Knight from Earth 9047? No, I do not. What is everybody up to today? I think if A24 got their hands on someone to redo the Thing prequel with practical effects, it would be the perfect movie. I never actually finished the original, or not the original, the prequel that came out. I also hate that the prequel is titled the same fucking thing as The Thing. That's stupid as fuck. Whoever made that decision needs to be fired. I just want more Moon Knight Season 2. Please, Feige. I just want more Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight anywhere. Just put him somewhere. And just with the Game of Thrones Season 7 Season 8 has made the world feel smaller with the characters fast travel to other locations with hours, it seems. Or it's like, oh, sorry, I forgot about the fleet of ships hunting me. Sorry. Fair points. YouTube is super versatile at times. Yes. Excited for Marvel Zombies? Excited? No. But I'm gonna watch it. It looks good based on the trailer. Trailer was really good. Trailer was good. I wouldn't say I'm excited for anything really. Marvel related. Never seen a single episode of 13 Reasons Why, but I think I used to use junk. This is my 13th reason. At least once a week when it came out. Zendaya's acting in Euphoria was unbelievable. That woman is so talented. For the last part, I meant that Thaw movie. Don't know if you're familiar with it. It's got Sean Ashmore, Iceman, and when you have you trapped in a situation where the monsters like the characters. I've not seen Thaw, but would I want to be in a situation like that? Hell no. There's also a X-Files episode titled Ice, which is a fun, inspirational play on the Thing situation. That's what I miss most about Serial Monster of the Week shows is guest stars popping down at different characters randomly. You got a lot of that in the X-Files too. I think it's just, you know, when you have like a small pool of actors like that, you know, you're just bound to see the same group of people. Yes, X-Files mentioned drink. 2 questions. What are you thinking about Agent Carter so far, and why won't you upload it to YouTube? Time and money. It costs money and time to edit stuff, and if I really don't think it's going to perform well, like numbers wise, it does not behoove me to bring it to YouTube. And that's another thing that I have to edit. That's another thing if I have to pay somebody to edit, that's another $100 a week minimum to pay for that. And yeah, not doing it. But I want to watch it, so I watched it, and it's over there, and yeah, that's where it's gonna live. But I liked the first season. I thought it was fine. It was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I love Jarvis. I think he's probably my favorite character in the whole little bit in the show. Season 1 was pretty entertaining overall, but sorry, I saw a comment and it threw me off track. And yeah, I'm excited to see what the next season is. Or, well, next season, last season, season 2, whatever's around the corner. Also, what are your thoughts on the Him movie with Marlon Wayans? Not familiar with it. He's a movie called Frozen, I think. That's hilarious. Not the Disney one. If you count all the siblings, what number are you like? I have the older brother, so I am 2 of 2. I think if I count everybody, I'm the second oldest. But that's if we're counting step family as well. If we're counting blood only, I mean, I don't know. they're family, but like we've barely ever seen each other. So like, I don't know. Why is Morgan saying my bad? What happened? Whoops. Damn it, Morgan. But if we're talking about just like the primary family, I'm the head dog. I shall be the villain of the story. All right, where did I leave off? Here we are. Frozen 2 was asked, you know why? I'm James Gunn. I liked Frozen 2 more than I liked the first one, to be completely honest. My siblings are all adopted. I have 3 sisters and a brother. I'm next to last born. Hey, at least you're not last. I guess in that case, like, it probably behooves you to be last, because then they're like, oh, you're the baby. Live action Spider-Man show sounds cool to me. We'll see how it goes. Morgan, I love your content too. DuckTales. Woo! Hold up. Morgan might get a kick out of this. My alarm. Where is it? This is hold up. I'm gonna pause this music for a minute. No joke. This is my alarm. That is my wake up alarm. Like my whole like mindset, I mean, I love the song, don't get me wrong. The whole reason is like when I wake up, I'm not in a good mood. So like I'm just like, I want something that's gonna wake me up and I don't hate hearing it. And it gets me pumped, it gets me excited, it makes me want to go on an adventure. So that's the reason I went with it. Now, if I'm in a situation where I have to wake up and I'm a little worried that I might not, even if, because I've slept through that a couple of times. I'll put on the obnoxious, your place is about to blow up alarm. You all know the one. I hate it. It gives me PTSD, but that shit gets me out of bed. That was me, Morgan. Did I have food? I had what did I have? I had a spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's, compounded with fries and one of their Dave's doubles, because I didn't eat all of everything, but sometimes our local Wendy's will make one of those terribly, so I always get like a backup meal in case. So if like the fries are terrible, at least I feel full by the end of it. Everything wound up pretty okay. So I ended up eating quite a bit about all of it. And I will definitely hit you up, Morgan. I will definitely promise I will hit you up again. 13 Reasons Why is a disturbing show. The first season was fine, but after that, the way the show turns is so insane. They just start to romanticize. It's unsettling to watch for me. Really interesting. If you're drinking on an empty stomach, I'm gonna be so mad. I mean, usually most of the time I am. But currently I am not. Doctor Who? Did someone say Doctor Who? Find some towards myself. That's something I'm trying to be actively so much better about. Sleep schedule? What's that? My sleep schedule is so bad. I just watched your first Stranger Things reaction video. I'm excited to watch the rest of your reactions to that series. Hell yeah. Enjoy a wild ride ahead of you. It is definitely going to, it's a fun fucking, it's probably one of my favorite reaction series. For me, I think, that I've had a lot of fun doing. Like, Stranger Things, the whole vibe and everything about it is so up my alley. I love it. Morgan seems so sweet. Stop. Also, someone spoiled a death from Cobra Kai. Oh, that was the spoiler from. If you haven't seen it, it's your own fucking fault. Sorry. Whoops. Cobra Kai never dies. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, maybe you survived. What's up, Kira and Bellamy? First time catches stream. Well, welcome. We're at the tail end right now, or at least hopefully. Shit, James and Nolan are here. What do you think about Wade Wilson, by the way? Hell yeah, love to hear it. Keyword from Cobra Kai. They're great. Will Wilson, don't pull your hair out December. You gotta do intermissions on long episodes. It's gonna get to that point, man. And Wednesday episodes were long too damn. I mean, kind of normal length. They were hour. Well, episode 6 was over an hour, but not by much. About the same length as the first Alien episode was a little bit like that too. Same with the it's not too much, but like when your hours are your episodes are movies, that's when it's starting to get a little crazy. Like I think they were talking we might have like 2-hour episodes of Stranger Things in season 5, and that scares the shit out of me. You saying my actual name was nice. Probably made that weird. No, not at all. Not at all. It's okay, Jenny. It's just like the, what's it? Officer Jenny is what I was thinking of with Pokemon. My name is Barry Allen, and I'm the fastest man alive. I full-ass forgot Abrams did the last Star Wars film. I was thinking of Star Trek. Yep. Beam me up, Scotty. I had James Gunn's brother. I told him I want to be in a DC movie one day or directing one. Thank you. Stop naming remakes the same thing. It makes me want to bite. Dude. Even worse than The Thing, that whole thing, is Halloween. So like in the new continuity, where they did the rebootquel bullshit with the Halloween 2018, you have Halloween. The second movie is Halloween. Then it's Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends. That pisses me off so much. Drink again for X-Files, which means drink again for X-Files. Been a girl and the oldest of 5 siblings, you automatically become the second mom. I only have 2 kids thanks to that. Your Free Season 2 is one of the biggest cases of character assassination in all of television. All the character arts were depleted, maybe except for one. Shame after a great season of television. You skipped a couple of my questions. No. I haven't skipped any of your questions. Movie called Dog and Ball Z, the movie. 38 years later, Dog and Ball Z, the movie. I have no idea what you're talking about there. Yeah, blame Morgan. Throw tomatoes! Damn it, Morgan. We all say in unison, I shall be the villain of this story. I was meant to go to the cinema, but I just went to the library and got a copy of Solitaire instead. You're doing a good job on YouTube channel. Keep doing YouTube. I think it's awesome. Well, thank you. Canon event activated. By the time we get to Man of Tomorrow, we'll have been introduced to Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, Lobo, Clayface, Peacemaker, Sinestro. Yes, out of all of these characters, who do you want in Man of Tomorrow? For any of them to appear in there, John or Hal probably would be my top picks. Not us setting off Morgan's villain arc. Don't worry, that would have been Doctor Who. Sorry, I had to. I would watch your Agent Carter reactions. It's okay. Sadly, it's not enough. It's not enough. I was looking at other people who had reacted to it recently too to see if how the numbers were and stuff on like whatever, and it is abysmal. Patreon is supporting a lot of it right now, but that also gets spread through so many other things. But yeah, I can't. It's not viable at the moment. I'm still, it's not like it might not be permanent over there, but it is definitely for the foreseeable future going to stay over there. It shall be a glorious arc indeed. No, don't do this to me. Valid as fuck, dude. Listen to that song daily. It's a good fucking song. Same actor who played Jarvis in Carter was an in-game. Yes, indeedy doodly he was. Stop it immediately. DuckTales, Power Rangers, and X-Men are like my favorite intros. Yeah. Those are all, I mean, they're all peak, man. Yeah, and Pokemon. Dude, that comes on. If Pokemon fucking comes on, if that shit comes on, I am going full diva mode. It's such a bop. Or not to have a bad day when you start out like that. That's at least the goal. That's the idea at play. Such a fabulous song to get you out of the bed. And I know I got some shade, I think, last time I brought it up because it was the new version. Somebody was like, ew, the new one? Ew. I'm sorry. I like the new one more than I like the original one. They're both great, but I do like the new one. Mine is a remix of Kylie Jenner saying Rise and Shine. Okay, that's a choice. Unless that's a song. Maybe that makes sense. What are your thoughts and theories for Spider-Man Brand New Day and thoughts on Fantastic Four film? Well, I haven't seen Fantastic Four yet. And for Spider-Man Brand New Day, I don't have anything to formulate a theory out of at the moment. I have an older brother and a half-sister. We share the same dad, not the same one. I wish I had more siblings, my mom. So when I want a dad. I actually can't say shit. My alarm is Steven's ringtone from Steven Universe. Hell yeah. I like FF, it's solid. See, that's the sound of pets. Getting sick is the fastest thing to wake up someone. Yeah, that too. Like if I mean, that's almost the hardest part of me going to bed. Usually by the time I'm coming to bed, it's usually about the hour in the middle of the night when all of the cats are getting hyper. Alrighty, dude, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for chatting. Hope you have a good one. Bye, Chad. Take it easy, Morgan. Thank you so much for stopping in. And yes, I will be hitting you up soon. I wake up easy, so my alarm is gentle fantasy type music to wake up. That sound nearly sent me into a panic. Exactly. DuckTales theme is still an absolute tune. Yes, it is. Diz? Yes, it is. No rush, dude. Just wanted to offer. No, Blaze. Not the war flashbacks to hearing my cat horking on the carpet. My brother teases me about being bisexual and a lesbian and very heartstopper video. And I watch it makes my life better. Hell yeah. I love that there's that support that comes from that show, you know, like that. Plus, it's just a fucking good show. So Sean Studios, thank you for correcting me with my Sean, see another text. Maybe the real Kai was the Cobras we met along the way. What the fuck, Vince? That actually made me laugh, man. Holy shit. That's so stupid, too. I remember watching Morgan for the first time. And the time raging bisexual has been with me since. I can't hear the word bisexual without giggling at the term now. Hell yeah. You guys should know by now, live under a giant rusty rock. Fun fact, all bisexuals I know are in fact raging. I think long time from the first season of The Last of Us, the first time I wanted that to be longer. True. I also wanted it to be longer. I'm glad I love my sister as well. Stranger Things Season 4 had a massive problem of over-explaining itself. Like, how does the show go from 40 minutes to 1 hour and 30 minutes? I feel like season 4 needed some of that. I do think for the most part, there are probably some things in season 4 that could have been trimmed out, but we'll have to wait and see, man. Very curious to see what the run times are going to look like for this last season. Love the Gravity Falls reactions, by the way. Thank you, thank you. It's long for me episode-wise. I like a 40-minute episode personally. I need an episode to just be as long as it needs to be. But yes, if it becomes a movie, it's no longer really an episode, right? Stranger Things felt forever watching. Hearing Ash saying my name a lot makes me smile, I gotta say. You're hearing your first crush? You're like, hey, Jenny, I'm Ash Ketchum. Ooh. I love a nice, long, meaty episode. Nice, long, meaty. So long as it's done well. Same. Sorry for yelling. That's what turns me into a raging bisexual. Just drink milk straight from the source. Joking for legal reasons. I remember showing my siblings a video of Morgan beating up a printed picture of Valentino and laughing hysterically. I haven't seen that bit. I need to check out that clip. Do you think they renamed Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow simply to Supergirl? Is it because James knew about Man of Tomorrow already? Maybe? I didn't know they renamed the Supergirl movie. I didn't know that. That's the first I'm hearing about it. Let's just say I'm not allowed in 100 feet of a barn. Homelander. Interesting. I forgot about that quote. We don't need to talk about what Doctor Who did to me, Omni. I will probably bring it up again at some point. By the way, in the US, September is National Library Card Sign-Up Month, and the Libby app will be your best friend. Forgot to add Supergirl since we barely have been introduced to her besides a quick cameo. We don't know what she's like yet. That's very true. Last phone for the day, but I have 3 Star Wars questions. 1, what is your best interpretation of Vader from Star Wars media? I mean, the original? By default. What would your perfect lightsaber be? I really like Obi-Wan's second lightsaber. The black hilted one, it looks a lot like the one that Luke built, but black and gray. But purple blade. Who is my favorite character from Star Wars movie, and who's my character from favorite Star Wars show? From the movies, Anakin. From the shows, like originated in the shows, because I could also say Anakin. I'm gonna say it originated in the shows just to be different. Probably Mando. Could we see Arkham in Peacemaker? Oops, sorry. Skipped a question here. Questions plus original title equals question marks? Could we see Arkham in Peacemaker Season 2? I mean, it's definitely possible. James Gunn is putting emphasis on those last 3 episodes. I don't think that's going to have anything to do with Arkham, particularly, but it could be. Who knows? Here's a Pokemon theme. Hell yeah! Since Argus was taken out by an eagle. Do you think that this makes Argus look incompetent going forward? Someone brought this up if Argus shows up in Lanterns or more movies. To be fair, it is eagly. It's not just any eagle. I say no. One of my fondest memories, well, given their team is a bunch of weird slapsticky morons, it seems like. But anyway, one of my fondest memories is from Amazement 2006. Outside Artist Alley, someone started playing the Pokemon theme song and the entire hall stopped and started singing along. Oh, that would be such an epic fucking moment, dude. Yes. The closest thing I've got to a moment like that was actually somewhat recent. Where were we? I think it was in Raleigh. We took a break and we went, we were in Raleigh to go to the GalaxyCon. And one evening we went to the mall there, and there was like a scent shop, and they were playing just music from the Barbie movie. And then when I'm Just Ken came on, everybody, myself included, started singing along to the song, and that was a lot of fun. Righty, dude, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for chatting. Hope you have a good one. Bye, chat. Rise and Shane. Bye, Morgan. Sound of my tiny neighbor. Illegal fireworks. Always wake up. What did Doctor Who do to Morgan? I know she took a break, but was there a reason? Yeah, sure. Not that I will elaborate on. I think it was just burnout. I think it was just too much all at once. Doctor Who walked up to Morgan and slapped her milkshake out of her hand. Out of their hand. Sean. I hope Margot Robbie comes back as Harley Quinn in the DCU. I would not bet on it. That's my theory. Doctor Who slapped the milkshake out of all our hands, to be frank. My alarm ringtone is Detechnolife from Overworld. This is the song from Bleach 2nd season. I mean, that's a good song. I know that one. That's a good choice. My soldiers scream, my soldiers rage. Me guiding my fellow bisexuals into battle. AOT reference. I'm going to have to head out soon. My family is having Philly cheesesteaks for dinner. Not bad, not bad. Take it easy. Enjoy your afternoon. Enjoy your Philly cheesesteaks. Falling downstairs and staring at the Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda is Pete Simona. Not a real quote. The driver's license for my moped arrived today. Hell yeah. Is bird blindness a real thing? God, I know I'm not the only one Googling this, but it can't be, right? It's literally being Googled, man. Yes, it is fictional. It is not a real thing. That's what I thought, but just for due diligence, I needed to look. I love the Kung Fu Panda 1 through 3. Didn't need a 4th one. I've only seen the first, and I think I've seen the second one. I'm not 100% sure if I've seen the second one. Have a good one, man. Let's go to question away. It's the vibes that Viet. Gives me the same vibes as Vietnamese. Anyway, guys, we've caught up with the chat. I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. And just kind of chit-chatting, having a little chill stream. Have a good old time. And yeah. We'll check in next week. Again, I don't have anything planned for any weekend for the foreseeable future, so everything should be still on course next week as well, unless something comes up, but I'll let you guys know beforehand if that happens. But enjoy the rest of your weekend and your week, and I'll catch y'all next Saturday. Take care, everybody.